Yeah, welcome to episode 241 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s and all time. And those are Joey.
I don't know. Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe. For me, Ninja Turtles. Yeah. And
one more.
Last one? G.I. Joe?
Said
G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe.
Oh, we're getting Robot Joey.
Uh-oh.
Try to drop out and come back in, Joey. For some reason, your connection just...
Star Wars and
That's what you get for
Transformers.
not knowing about Transformers.
Still hearing the little...
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh shit. Do you guys hear each other fine? Is it me that's...
I'm hearing everything clear.
Yeah, mine's fine.
Okay. I'm going to drop out and be right back.
Doesn't Joey know 2/3 of this podcast is talking about shit that's third party that none of us will ever buy? He doesn't know it's Transformers.
Hey, there are 2 mask topics tonight. I'm very excited. I'm ready to be here.
Wow.
I'm checked in for this episode, guys.
I'm still hearing echoing and we're... Do you guys not hear that?
No, we're not even talking.
I don't know why I keep asking. I can't hear you guys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Interesting.
You know, the inmates are in charge of the asylum tonight.
Yep.
Hear me?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with your connection, Joey. It's
Yeah, we can hear you just fine. It's Slick that's having
It's
the
Slick, yeah.
issues.
Oh, okay.
His computer's still on 420 mode.
All right, so everybody else is fine except for me. All right, hang in there. Hang in there. Well, it looks like everybody else is fine. Just me. Okay.
Yeah, are you intriguing about The Rock right now? Because 421 was the the fog, because 421 was the fog day.
No, it just happened to be I was watching. I listened to both podcasts of the Monster with Two Heads, whatever it's called, with the Adrian Barbeau episodes.
Got it.
So I've been like binge listening to that because I'm working 10 hours a day plus 2 hours commuting. So I've been eating through my podcast like crazy. So I've been going through his entire catalog. And then once I found out the Silver Fox was in that movie, I have to watch it.
Atkins?
Yeah.
Atkins is the man.
Okay. I think I can hear you guys fine now. So that was crazy. Just me. It was, every time you guys talk, it would go, like this. So.
Oh, that's like the way I used to
Next-
hear every
next
single
bedroom.
podcast when I was doing it from my phone or iPad. So I know exactly where you're coming from.
Right on. If you want to kick it with us, we want you to do it live here every other Sunday. You can even be on the show. We've had 2 guests in a row. If you can make the live show, kick it with us in our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. If you just want to follow along when new shows get posted, go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. If you want to see everything we're talking about, if you're not watching on YouTube, you can go to openyourtoys.com. Top of the page, there'll be the show notes. I'll have links to everything we're talking about, including how to subscribe through Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, RSS, Stitcher Smart Radio. You can email us at team@openyourtoys.com, voicemail 720-235-TOYS. You can support the show by going to openyourtoys.com/Amazon or openyourtoys.com/eBay, and then buy the stuff that's in your cart, and we'll get a few pennies. Mr. Stark, any new video content from you, sir?
no.
No.
All right. Rock, where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook. You can find me in the group. And I recently uploaded a new video for Rock the Fartin' Dad at King O'Rourke Cadillac GMC dealership. Oh. There's nothing like farting in the showroom.
I was going to say, you're a Mercedes guy. Did you go there on purpose just to fart?
Oh, no, I got my wife a new car.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so-
nice.
Yeah, so I didn't want to do it. I was holding it in because I went straight from work. and I didn't want to like do it in the brand new car because I could just imagine hearing that like she hasn't driven it a half a mile yet, and I'm already ripping one in there. So I walked around the dealership. I'm like, might as well pull out the phone and record this one. So
That's awesome. Let's see, Cliff, where can people find you, sir?
I post in the group as Red Menace, but most of my stuff goes on Instagram as Associate of Horror.
Yeah. Joey, how about you? Well, instead of just where people can find you, why don't you give a quick 2-3 minute intro into your collecting life, how you got started, what you collect, all that fun stuff.
So I'm an 80s kid. I was born in 81. So my big thing when I was a kid was Mask, Ninja Turtles, Masters of the Universe, some G.I. Joe, Thundercats, stuff like that. 90s, I kind of didn't really watch too many cartoons. I did with my younger sibling, my sister, but like Power Rangers, maybe a little bit, stuff like that. But just watching. Collecting, I didn't really get into collecting until probably like early 2000s, and that was mostly like McFarlane, like a lot of Spawn stuff. All the horror figures, a little bit of import, but not really. And then I stopped for like 10 years. And then I got rid of everything. And then I started back up again, probably like early 2010s. And then it started out like with imports, Marvel figures, Legends, stuff like that. And probably about, say, like a year before COVID, when the toy thing just blew up, I started buying retro again. So I started buying a lot of retro Ninja Turtle stuff, Mask. I'm still working on that. And then just like everybody else, Black Series. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so a lot of Black Series, import Marvel figures, some Hot Toys. And then lately it's just been a lot of like Super 7 Mythic Legions, stuff like that. So everything that you guys collect, that's the main reason why what got me on the podcast in the first place was I was working from home. I'm still working from home. I never went back to the office, but during COVID, there was just so much time to kill. So I just started delving deep into podcasts, and then I was like, I gotta find a toy podcast. So I just started looking up toy podcasts, and that's how I started listening to you guys, was in the podcast. And then I started tuning in on the YouTube, but it was just catching up. So you guys would record on Sundays, and I would listen to it like during the week at work in 20-30 minute intervals, Yeah. But yeah, I appreciated it because it got me through a lot of like boring times during COVID. But yeah, then I've been listening ever since, and so it's been like at least probably like 2.5 years, 3 years.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Hey, Joey, when you say imports, what exactly are you talking about? What kind of figures?
So like SH Figure Arts, Mayfex.
Oh, okay.
What other imports do I have? Those are probably the two main manufacturers. I did used to do Revoltech. I do have some Revoltech still, like the Ninja Turtles. I had some of the Marvel ones, but I got rid of most of those. But mostly just Mayfex and SH Figure Arts. Okay. But I've kind of gotten out of those, so really just because they take so long to get here and the cost of shipping is so expensive that most of the imports that I have left are just like Star Wars and the Marvels. I kept all my Iron Man figures, but all the rest of the movie Marvel stuff I already got rid of. But, yeah.
Oh, the Revoltech. Those are the big Star Wars figures, right? They're like 12-inch with multiple arms. Is that those?
They're 6-inch, but they're like highly articulated. But the joints are like these ball joints, or ratchety little ball joints. So they can be kind of fidgety. But I got rid of most of that stuff. I just kept my Ninja Turtles from the 2012 cartoon.
Gotcha.
But other than that, it's a heavy NECA, like Ninja Turtle stuff, Super 7 stuff, Legends, Black Series, Storm Collectible, everything, man. I just collect it all. So it's bad. I mean, I've tried to focus my collection, but every time I do it, then there's like a month that comes in where it's like every manufacturer is hitting us 10 ways from Sunday. I've tried to be better at it, but like yesterday was a cluster. I went overboard yesterday, but that's how it goes.
So you mean you had like a normal week like Jason does?
Yeah, I had a slick day yesterday. I had a slick Saturday.
Well, right on. I'm glad you could join us, man. Badass. What about you, bro?
You can just find me on the groups. I'm usually commenting on Cliff's stuff. Yeah, that's usually where I am or here.
Getting his bromance on.
Yep.
Bromance.
It's a rad bromance.
If you want to find me, I'm at facebook.com/openyourtoys, at Slick McFavorite on the gram, slick at openyourtoys.com. We got mad gents in the house. We got Shane Montroy, AAA, Paul Schreiber, Brinkalizer's here, the cool guys in the house, Cowabunga dude. Hell yeah. Good to see all of you joining us. All right. Well, we're still going to do what we are drinking. So I'll go first just because I'm fucking holding this big thing. So I'm back to fruitiness. There's a new chilada in the house. This is limon y chile. It's good. It's good. It's fucking got a shit ton of lime, which it says it does, but
and looks like Ecto Cooler.
But it's got a lot more spiciness than the other bugiladas. So, Rock, you got anything fun over there?
No, I'm still dieting, so I'm just drinking Poland Spring out of a Burger King Return of the Jedi glass.
Yeah.
Down 30 pounds since my surgery, and I'm feeling fucking great at work. I'm getting work done faster now. I feel good, and I'm not in pain, so I feel great right now. And I'm
Congrats.
looking forward to getting close to like Cliff, man. I'm looking forward to in a year from now being like down 100 pounds. So I'm just drinking agua today.
Hell yeah.
No soda, no alcohol, no nothing.
That's
No
awesome,
sweets.
man. Congrats, man.
Thanks, trying.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Cliff, what about you? Some Crystal Light in the He's house?
Nope, just water. Water in my
Just
big
water.
gulp jug.
In the big gulp. How about you, Joey? You got anything interesting over there?
I'm boring right now too. I'm on a diet. I've been on a diet since September. So it's just water or Gatorade Zero. That's what I live off of, or Crystal Light. But yeah, I've been on a diet hard since middle of September. So since then, I've lost to date. I'm at 109 pounds.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Wow, what's your,
that's awesome.
Joey, what's your secret, man? What have you been doing? Wow.
Don't eat all the shit you want to eat. Just
Eat all the crappy stuff.
It's just high protein, low carb.
Okay.
I don't smaller meals, meal control, exercise. But I just got to a point when we were with COVID, just not doing anything in the house, and all it does is take a few pictures. You see yourself in a few pictures, and you're just like, that's it. It's over. Like it was done for me, and I haven't turned back. So hopefully I just keep going. I'd like to get down probably another like 40, 50 pounds. But
congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
You and Cliff both triple-digit weight losses, man.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. I wouldn't lose any more weight if you only weigh 109 pounds. You're pretty twiggy right now, right?
No, he's down. He's
no,
down
that's the loss.
Not down two.
Oh, okay.
Down.
Yeah, that's the loss. Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought KJ was referring to this is how he lost weight, but I think I think it's more referring to AAA asked what kind of surgery.
Oh no, I had an umbilical hernia surgery. And, first I had the rotator cuff surgery because I had a torn rotator and a torn bicep, and then I had hernia surgery. So I'm like this $6 million fucking artist right now.
Animal tearing those biceps, man. That's how you build muscle, man. Animal in the gym, animal.
No, it's not. It's repetitive motion. It's the same thing as just repetitive
Yeah, you
motion.
don't know how that is, huh?
This tan
As soon as he said it, I was
With a
like, God
shake weight. All right, badass. What about you? You got a strong bow for us?
No, I got
Oh fuck yeah.
a McDonald's plastic Batman cup full of juice.
What kind of
89?
juice?
It is orangish.
Drinking
Just empty calories.
Empty
Just
calories,
throwing
yeah.
away calories.
Orange drink.
Orange drink. Yep.
All right, Lotus. What about you? You got your not Bubba Keg, cheap Walmart insulated cooler thing.
No, drinking A&W zero sugar root beer.
Nice. Does that A&W still has caffeine in it, right? Does the zero sugar have caffeine in it?
Yeah, it still has caffeine in it. But I do
Nice.
find the zero sugar to be a lot. It doesn't give me a headache. The like diet and all those other types seem to give me a headache. So this one doesn't give me a headache. So it's good.
Oh yeah.
That soda is probably the closest tasting to actual soda for a diet soda.
Yeah.
A&W, it is incredible.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, hopefully it truly is zero sugar, but I don't know. I guess
I'm sure it's got sucralose or,
it does.
or
It's got
saccharin or something.
It's got a lot of chemicals.
Cancer
Crack
sugar.
cocaine.
All right. Thanks to a suggestion by AAA, as we joked backstage that, of course, he would suggest it because he's the one that asks the question all the time. But we're going to move listener feedback and questions right up at top. We talk about how to get in touch with us. We go a little personal with what we're drinking, and then we're going to talk about what you would like us to talk about. That way we can worry about all the other shit as we run along later. So he says, outside of the 4 greatest franchises of the 80s, add 4 of your own personal animated favorites during that era. So his is Inhumanoids, Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors, Mask, and X-Men animated series.
1992, but we'll take it.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a little 90s, but honorable mentions are Inspector Gadget, Heathcliff, Chippendale, and the Rescue Rangers, and DuckTales. So he even provided us a nice little IMDb link here. I'm not sure what it goes
By the way,
to.
AAA, this is suspiciously like something I posted on the Instagrams and Facebooks not too long ago.
Oh, is he stealing ideas?
It's suspiciously like something I posted, yeah.
All right, so here we've got a list. Let me blow this up. But anyone know right off the top of their head what their other 4 are going to be?
Yeah, I'll do it. It's Mask, obviously. I'm the Mask cheerleader here. Mask, Cops. I loved Cops. Cops and Crooks, I think, is the official title of the
Cops
show.
and Crooks, yeah.
Cops and Crooks. Centurions. If we dip into early 90s, obviously Batman the Animated Series, but I'll be true to the 80s. And I won't do She-Ra because I consider She-Ra to be part of Motu.
I agree.
I would say
agree.
probably... I did a lot of Heathcliff, especially the second segment of Heathcliff, which was like a bunch of cats in a junkyard.
Oh, yeah.
Riff Raff. But probably Real Ghostbusters.
That's a good one. There we
So
go,
are we
right
talking
there. Just in time.
about cartoons, or are we talking about toys?
Cartoons.
Oh, cartoons, okay.
Animated stuff, yeah.
Right, okay.
So it's the girl in the red truck, Charlie Brown.
I know my 4.
All right, go for it.
Mine's Robotech, Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling,
Nice.
Smurfs, and I would probably go with Cops too. I really like that. I could probably go a lot more than 4, but yeah, that, and then probably Rambo. Even though Rambo was only 13 episodes.
Oh, that was a good
but
cartoon.
Yeah, Forces of
good
Freedom.
Yeah.
All right, who we have? Cliff, you did yours. Lotus. How's it with your sheltered childhood? You have 4 that you loved.
I don't know. Gummy bears.
Nice. I rocked the gummy bears.
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Inspector Gadget.
Good one. Yeah.
Let's see.
Now we're getting in the movies here.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's kind of all that comes to my mind, right? Yeah, right now. I mean, I definitely a lot of the ones that everyone said, like Rescue Rangers. I definitely watch Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the stuff that everyone said. Real Ghostbusters, absolutely. I don't know if anybody said that, but yeah, Real Ghostbusters.
I think that was on Cliff's list.
Yeah.
Honorable mention to Muppet Babies, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I used to collect the McDonald's Happy Meal Muppet Babies. That was big for me.
I had a bunch of those, too. The Kermit on the skateboard.
Yes,
Yep.
Kermit on the Skate.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I collected
That might
all
be
of them.
one I need to hit eBay for. That,
Oh, dude, that
was
that
visceral. Say the Kermit on the skateboard.
Kermit. Yeah.
All right, badass. What about you, sir?
Fraggle Rock. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, I was a big fan of Fraggle Rock.
Nice.
Real Ghostbusters, Mask, Toxic Crusaders, Cops and Crooks for sure. I love that show.
Hell yeah.
it's by the way, it is $9 on DVD, guys. The complete series,
Cops.
Cops and Crooks. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Isn't it
Oh,
on
yeah.
Tubi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Tubi.
But it is a $9 worth commercial free. Well, but I guess then you have the convenience of streaming it wherever you're at.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Joey, what about you, sir?
I have to go with the best theme song ever, and that's Masked. It's literally the
Yeah.
best theme song of all time.
It's my ringer right now.
Masked, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'd go Thundercats, and then last I'll throw like an oddball one in there, Battle of the Planets.
Interesting.
Yeah, Gotchamon. So
Let's see. I just want to see this Battle of the Planets.
It's Battle of the Planets, not Planet of the Planets.
Oh, did I put Planet of the Planets? I'm like, why isn't it suggesting anything?
if you see it, you'll probably remember it. I mean, it was a Japanese cartoon that they brought over here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah,
thought that was like a
sorry.
'70s thing, but I guess it would have played for us in the '80s.
They aired it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they paired it for us.
Oh yes, I
Oh,
remember
with
this.
the bird dudes. Yeah.
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 And actually, Storm Collectibles is going to start making those toys too. So I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to rock Mask, TMNT, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Robotech, and then toss up probably Voltron just because it was easier to access. But at the time, I really dug Transor Z or Mazinger Z as well. Just both of those are like in the same category for me. So, and Thundercats, like shit, I fucking loved Thundercats.
Hey, can I answer Peter's question from last show about what movies that never had figure lines?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
just give this more thought.
Yeah, because I listened. I was thinking hard about that. My number one movie that didn't get a figure line, which I'm no reason why it would, Goodfellas. Can you imagine getting Goodfellas figures?
Yeah, but we got
And
Dick
these were
Tracy.
movies. These were movies that really inspired us. My second one was King of New York.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher
Yeah.
Walken, Lawrence
Yeah.
Fishburne, Wesley Snipes, David Caruso. My number 3 is Do the Right Thing. Because who wouldn't want a Radio
Interesting.
Raheem?
Yeah,
You know.
that's what I was gonna say. That's the main one.
Oh,
Some love and hate up in your ass.
I had a real hard
That's
with
just
number
ripped off
4.
wholesale from Night of the Hunter, by the way, Slick. the Love and Hate.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is Night of the Hunter?
It's an old movie with Robert Mitchum about a preacher who comes to town who's not as good as the townsfolk believe he is, and he ends up killing these 2 kids' mom, and then he kind of hunts them. It's one of the greatest movies ever made, Night of the Hunter. But he's got love and hate. He's like a preacher in the 50s. He's got love and hate tattooed on his knuckles, and he has the speech about love and hate. And Radio Raheem. So when I saw Do the Right Thing, I'm like, holy shit, this is from Night of the Hunter.
That's awesome.
And I was like 11.
And the last movie,
I got.
my last movie would
Go
have
ahead.
been one thing was if they didn't make those stupid reaction figures, it would have been Red Dawn. I don't
Oh,
really count those
yeah.
4
That's a
stupid
good one.
reaction figures.
That doesn't count. Reactions don't count. Those are not.
That's what I said, but Slick said they do. Slick shot me
They
down. He said
do.
they do.
They absolutely do.
But I thought Long and
I
Hard
got
Man.
actually 3. I
Go
have
ahead.
3 actually.
Mhm.
So the first one, I can't believe NECA never made a Cobra figure. Was Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Cobrelli
There was
or
never a
whatever.
Cobra figure.
Cobretti.
Cobretti.
A childhood favorite movie of mine that they never made toys on that I wish they made was Gleaming the Cube. with Christian Slater.
Stephen Bauer as the detective.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And then the last one would be Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Never made, and now I know Diamond's gonna start making Jean-Claude Van Damme, but they're gonna be shit. So
Exactly.
it would have been awesome to have those figures as a kid.
The first one they did, the statue is just god awful of him. I'm like, really?
Just to have a Chung Li figure would be awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
I want a Randy Jackson.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Is that his name, Randy Jackson? Right, that's his name. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
The trucker
Yeah.
guy? Yeah, he's my favorite character in the movie.
All right. Well,
Coming to America figures, that would have been good too.
Yeah.
Get your Randy Watson with your soul glow.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate.
well, you got the big like lion shawl that James
Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones, yeah, wears.
McDowell's playset.
Or Louis Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Great question, AAA. Keep them coming, especially if we're going to keep it at the first of the show. Transformers fan first. So this was kind of exciting. We got our first look at, well, it leaked, but we got our first look at Wild Rider and Tarantulas. What I care about. Oh, we'll just go through the slides here. So, auto converting trailer. So now you can buy a $750 trailer for your $750 Optimus Prime. And I don't want to talk too illy of it because I assume Brinkalizer's got the trailer on order since he already has the Prime. Looks really cool. I was curious if the not wheelie, what do they fucking call it? Roller was at all remote controlled or not, or if it's just literally a little figure inside of it. But cool stuff. Roller can pull the trailer like he should be able to. Let's see, 18 servo motors, 60 microchips, and over 2,000 components to make this trailer. If you guys didn't watch this, so it's old school Prime trailer. They've got the little med unit or whatever this little thing was. But the thing will, and I assume it stands up by itself as well. And then I assume you can move the little dude on it. So
I like how they show you that explosion of all the parts so that they can justify the price. They're trying to show you how much plastic went into it.
Exactly.
And tell you exactly how many fail points it has.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So here we have it in front of the Prime here. Let's see. Brinkalizer confirming. Yes, trailer is on order. So then let's see. They talked a little bit about the game, the last series of comics to be done by IDW before it moves over to I think Marvel is where it's moving to. Let's see. Here we go. Get a look at Wild Rider here. Looks good. What was pointed out was the backpack, and so you can kind of see it here. It's pretty big. It looks like you got full doors and with wheels on his backpack. There he shows the whole thing. Oh yeah, basically the whole hood is sitting on the fucking back there, and there's from the side. Yeah, I mean, what the hell do you expect? It's Hasbro. Let's see. Who is this? Dead End? Is that who his name is? No. I still have Stunnicons. Knockout. So, Knockout from Transformers Prime. I don't think anyone cares about Knockout. Tarantulas, I'm excited about. A heavy remold of Black Arachnia here. But he looks dope. He'll be part of my core. There you get the comparison. So legs much bigger than Black Arachnia.
Is it a
body.
he or a she?
It's a he.
Oh, okay.
At least by the sound of his voice in the cartoon. I don't remember them specifically saying he or she. Alita One.
That one picture looked like the spider had boobies. I'm seriously.
He's got large pectoral muscles.
Yeah, that guy's
the one on the
jacked,
left is a
man.
girl.
Yeah, as I said, the yellow one's got boobies. And the
Yeah,
other one's got
that's a
big old
she.
pecs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like
Alita
your spider
One.
toys with boobies or no boobies?
But the one on the left is actually a girl in the show.
Yes.
Okay.
Black Arachnia was a girl.
Yeah. The one on the right, I guess, is a man or a whatever.
A masculine bot.
A masculine arachnid.
Black Arachnia has a vagina, and the other one has a penis. Was that from Kindergarten Cop?
Yeah, Kindergarten Cop.
Maybe not in 2022, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We get Jayce here. Again, this is from stuff that I don't really know about. So
It's from Energon, right?
no, I think this is Japanese. Well, he's got a G2 logo, but I
So-
think this is from Japanese continuity. If I'm
But
not
in
mistaken.
the Thrilling 30 line, we got a G-axis, and it was all orange. I don't know why it was all orange, but do you remember in the Thrilling 30, the Generations line, we had a G-axis?
Yeah, yes, I do.
I don't know
Yeah, and I don't know
why-
why it's so much different.
Yeah.
They touted this one as being super accurate, including like little bat wings on his legs and this mouth breather piece that he's got on him.
Yeah, maybe this is the G1 representation. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, hey, what do you guys think of the logo? I finally saw these toys in the store. Well, not these ones specifically, but I don't know which one I saw. But the packaging. What do you think of the font for the name? Like when I walked by real quick, I thought that Walmart accidentally had a Japanese. I thought it was like a Japanese kanji because I walked by it really quickly. And
That's
I was
interesting.
Like,
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
never
whoa,
thought
that
about
like
it
it caught
that.
my eye because I didn't know about this at all. Like I didn't know about this line, and so I saw a movie Starscream there, and then this box was next to it, and the box was like similar, but then the font, which it just threw me off. So I had to have a double take on that. So I just wanted to know what you thought about the font. They've never done a font that was so, I don't know if you want to call it scripted, but it's very fancy compared to what we've had in the past for all these toy lines.
Yeah, it's really
cheap.
stylized. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. It's interesting that you mentioned kanji though, because it makes me like it a little bit more with kind of that perception when I look at it. Because I mean, most of the Japanese import stuff had crazier logo. I mean, just their writing, but it looked a little bit crazier like that to me as an American, But
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm loving the packaging itself.
Oh, yeah.
Like I love the colors and all that kind of shit.
What about the no window?
No window's tough for me. Like I get it. I just listened to a whole NPR story about how everybody thinks that all plastic is recyclable and really only like 1% is actually recycled.
It's a big scam.
Yeah, exactly. And so with that, I'm like, okay, I can see it a little bit better, I definitely, we'll talk about the no window in a second, but I definitely like it better than the no window. That's for sure.
Okay, so Brink just said that G-Axis was in the G2 comics. And
okay.
the Thrilling 30 that was just put out because of IDW, so that makes sense. Because I remember the Thrilling 30 all had the comic books. You remember that? That was kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right.
Of course, I never opened them, so I don't know. But
Here's Shane. He's the Times New Roman guy.
yeah,
So.
pretty standard. There you go.
All right, so let's see, what else do we have up here? Soundwave without damage stuff. Anybody double dipping on these non-damaged Soundwave and Galvatron or any of that? Yeah,
No.
me neither. The battle damage isn't as bad. We've seen this guy leaked over and over and over again.
I've seen him 1,000 times.
And then the Motormaster was the big one here.
Galvatron. That's the one that I saw right there. The picture you just passed. That was the one I saw at Walmart today.
Which one?
Galvatron.
Oh, I don't think there's a.
Yeah, that right there.
Oh, I see. Over here on the side. Because this is Blitzwing.
I thought he just flashed Galvatron. Okay, yeah. Well, I saw Galvatron. It was pretty cool. I mean, the bottom.
Yeah, and I've seen him and passed him. The only thing I haven't seen so far from Legacy is core stuff. So yeah, kind of interesting how this is going to work. So Motormaster will stand by himself as a cab only. And then the truck makes some ridiculous base
thing
looking thing. Got to do something, I guess, with all that extra kibble. But the way the limbs are going to work are really interesting. So they're going to just kind of stick them in place. So they'll have ports. You can see the foot there. And then this arm is crazy. This is the first time they've done this. So when you put that together, I guess, like it'll stay together in a robot mode or in an alt mode and robot mode. It won't come apart. You've got to like click him into Motormaster, and then that's where it'll release it to where you can have this elbow where it's in two pieces essentially. So I thought that was kind of a interesting way. Yeah, so you see here, it's going to go on there. And then it looks like probably this tab right here and this little button, when you click that, it'll release them. So you can get some separation, get some better articulation. So I'm down with that.
Who's that? Who's the girl that's with him?
Their marketing person.
She looks like she's very impressed with the whole
she's like, Transformers.
More
Transformers.
Every single time that you see her, like, she looks like that. Like, I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Fucking Transformer nerds.
Well, and that's what's crazy about this, too. Like, every team, it seems like, besides Marvel, their marketing person and the engineer are both guys, but at least Star Wars and Transformers, the marketing person's the woman, the engineer's the guy. Weird how it works out that way. But then we get Minosaur, great looking head on him there. Looks like you can kind of build them without anybody if you really wanted to do that. That would be kind of crazy. And I guess that's what makes him a commander class, is that he's that big.
She'd care if it transformed into a vibrator.
That chick would be fucking all over it. She'd be like, what?
All right, I think that's it, right? No, we still got Shattered Glass. The stupid thing that I bought two of because I'm that dumb. So this is Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus.
Ultra Magnus again?
That's right. But he also will do, they're also including a powered convoy head. So now I bought one to be powered convoy and one to be Shattered Glass. Because I'm dumb.
But if you don't open them,
you don't open them, dude.
You never know.
Ultra Magnus is a focus. All my Magnuses are open.
Okay.
I think every single Magnus I ever had is open. So, blah blah blah. So yeah, that was interesting. They shared the spotlight with Power Rangers that day. I didn't put it in the links, but there is a G.I. Joe Fan First this Tuesday. So people working from home or people not working, you can get some Fan First G.I. Joe action, which I guess also means there'll be pre-orders on Wednesday. So
also, after they did their Transformers and after they did their, I think it was Marvel Legends panel, even though they didn't mention shit about it during the panel, there was a quiet article that slipped out that Black Series, Legends, and G.I. Joe are going to be creeping up to $30.
What?
Oh,
They already
shit.
have, man. They fucking already have.
No, we're not talking
Well,
about Canada
for-
money.
yeah,
we're
you
not
don't
talking about.
count.
Money.
This
Toonies and
is,
toonies don't count here.
we're talking about American dollars, Roger. Real money.
Yeah, I'm already getting fucking raped for that size. So
Yeah. So
Brinkalizer back to the Robosyn Prime. Ridiculously priced primes are a focus for me. Yeah, there was one article I was reading that says deluxes will go up to 25. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. When I started collecting deluxes were 10. So,
Well, that's
dude,
what I
they
was saying.
released a Peter Parker Ned 2-pack from the Spider-Man movie. $56.
oh my God,
I
for
love
two,
Teenagers.
yeah, teenage size. Now, granted, Ned's got a little bit of heft to him, a little bit of extra plastic. for
Sure,
that.
I kind of
Go
wanted a
fast,
Ned.
dude.
Not until it was
Yeah.
$56.
Oh, you passed,
I
huh?
passed, yeah.
No, good for
But
you.
you
They'll
know
end
what?
up
This is
releasing a
something-
single pack.
we talked about was saying about the price of not only the price of crude oil, the price of oil to make plastic, and then shipping it in the containers from China to America, that it was going to do something to the cost. And obviously, they just, made that announcement. But
Well, this
yeah,
is the third bump in like 3 months.
yeah, man.
It went from 20
Yeah.
to
This is
22,
what-
from 22 to 25. Now we're looking at
But
28,
this is-
30.
But this is also them trying to catch up. You know what I mean? They didn't raise prices for so long, and now it's bit them in the ass, and now they're going to lose a bunch of customers and collectors because at that price point, you might as well buy Super 7 or NECA or an import figure.
Or Vince Kenner, which is kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Go back.
I think it's more due to all of the stimulus checks and the actual inflation that we're going through. That's what
Yeah.
I feel. I
the
don't
government
feel it
has to get their
anything
money
to it.
back somehow. That wasn't
Yeah.
free money they were.
No, that's what all these people. Yeah, go for the stimmy, this and that. Yeah, well, look at you're hurting now, right? You're hurting. Yep, exactly.
Well, the
So people-
stimulus,
Wow.
was
Understand.
just borrowed money, though.
There is no
Tax
borrowed.
you
There
on
is
your
no borrowed
taxes.
money. There's no borrowed money because the money never stops printing. So there is no borrowed money. So the problem is we're getting to a point where our dollar isn't worth shit. And so when you go to buy oil or whatever, I mean, we're getting to a point where it's gonna be scary. People don't realize how scary it is right now.
Well,
I mean,
and
we need to stay in power still, and we're. It's not good.
Well, and the biggest issue I have with this, because I think they pumped the economy a little too much. I mean, they should have. You want to give stimulus, give it to people that make 100,000 or less. Like this, people that made 150,000 get a little less money. Like, give me a fucking break. But the big thing is a lot of companies are using this as a fucking excuse to raise prices where maybe they need to, or maybe they're just choosing to. I mean, the oil companies are making the biggest profits they have in 40 years. And they're saying, oh, it's inflation, the reason why gas is so high and shit. So.
I mean, there is increased costs. Like I had mentioned in the comments of that last stream, just working where I work, and we import carbon steel, and we buy from overseas manufacturers. I mean, where we were selling our material at X dollars, the past probably 5-6 months, we've been selling it at twice the price, and customers are still buying it because we had to pay more. Everybody just thinks that it's oil, but we forget how much runs off of oil. So like, even just like all these mills that make our steel overseas, they need oil to run their mills. Like, so all their costs increased. Everything is increased. I mean, like I said, the shipping containers to bring stuff over, we're paying probably 10 times what we were paying 3 years ago for a shipping container. So like, there are real price and cost increases that are happening to the extent to where they're jumping up from $20 to $30. I don't buy that.
Yeah.
But there is increased costs.
Yeah, but I think these companies have to have, like Hasbro has to increase the MSRP to a certain height in order for retailers to be able to put stuff on sale. Like I don't really, I mean, I don't work in retail, so I don't really understand how that all works. But you have a retail price, and then you have Walmart coming in and saying, okay, well, we're gonna roll this back, a couple dollars or whatever. So I don't know who takes the hit on that, but maybe there is some sort of margin that
the retailer takes the hit.
Okay, well,
the retailer has to take the hit on that. That's
I
why.
have no idea. I don't
why,
have legitimate. I don't have actual. I don't know that for a fact.
Yeah, because like if you ever noticed, a NECA figure is never on clearance. It doesn't happen. Like they don't allow Target, Walmart, or any of those companies to put their figures on clearance. Walmart does do it for some of the figures, but they're not supposed to. But you just Hasbro stuff hits at Walmart and it's immediately put on clearance. Hasbro's not going to take that loss. That's Walmart taking that loss.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't necessarily talking about clearance because, I hear you with that. With those rat traps. I mean, those rat traps got down to $6 in my area. So, clearance is one thing. But I'm just talking about like just the price rollbacks where they discount them a couple dollars or whatever. Where it's not actually clearance, just more of a temporary rollback.
Now, so Paul Schreiber, vendors do take the hit. Same for Home Depot and Lowe's. So.
Well, okay, here on Long Island, the way we generate power is because we can't have nuclear power here. They actually just take oil, they heat it up. The steam that it produces moves the turbine, and that's how it creates electricity. We've already gotten a notice that our electric bill is going up 25% next month.
Jesus. Oh my God.
So
I live in California. I'm paying fucking $5.89 for gas.
Oh my God.
A gallon right now.
You guys have Aldi's or Lidl or any of those stores anywhere? I mean, I've just noticed, just the Aldi's bag of chips. It was like $1.39 for the longest time, and now it's all the way up to $1.88. It's literally been going up like 10 cents every week. It's just crazy.
Well,
and that's
produce too.
Oh, well, produce is ridiculous. Meats, everything is just ridiculously priced at this point, and that's just inflation. Your dollar is worth less. That is what everyone has to understand, and there's a lot of people in this world that don't understand it.
Yeah. All right. Well, from oil costing us more to plastic ruining the planet here, no plastic is here. So in that Marvel Fan First, they showed their first Marvel Legends box ever. So, I mean, so the gripes I've heard is the reason why I hunt is to be able to pick the figure I want and pick the paint and all that kind of stuff. The reason why I hunt is because I want to go see a figure before I buy it. Then we have people like AAA. I think AAA orders everything online. I mean, I'm sure he looks at toy aisles when he goes grocery shopping, but he doesn't ever go on a hunt anymore, as far as I remember. I like the hunt just mainly to get out. I'm not ever worried about finding stuff. It is kind of a kick in the teeth after you drive 40 miles around town, which at my gas consumption would put me at like $14-15 to go do that. So it's really got to be the fun of it for me, but I do like finding at least one thing. But I love blister cards. So this would keep me from buying a lot of things. Like there's a lot of things I wouldn't buy if it just came in a box.
Wait. Marvel Legends always comes in a box.
Yeah, but no plastic window now.
But with a window, so if you see here, it's literally a box now. You cannot see the figure at all.
You know who's going to love this?
Part swappers.
Big swappers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's been the other complaint. Is like,
could you imagine, like, they have to get rid of Build-A-Figures, right? They have to get rid of Build-A-Figures because there will never be a Build-A-Figure piece in there.
It's hard for me to believe that it's that rampant. I mean,
I see it a lot.
Me too. I see it fucking shit.
I do.
Man.
See, I hunt all the time, and I maybe see it once a month or something.
Walmart is the fucking worst for it.
I see,
See,
it almost
I
every
think you
time.
guys have people locally that
Oh
are
yeah,
doing
we
it.
have.
You've
I
got-
know I do. I have the fucking Hot Wheels guys that'll fight each other every fucking Saturday morning, and then I have the fucking part swappers in there raping every fucking package and get their hands on.
Yeah.
Do you know who else is really terrible about it? Is the wrestling figure collectors, because they make so many versions of characters that they literally
Yep.
just take an older, shittier, a basic figure that's $10, and then they put it in the package of a $23 elite figure that has all the better articulation. Then they take all the key extras, like, hey, I'll take this robe or I'll take this accessory and put something in that doesn't even fit, like a fucking lightsaber or something. It's like the most blatant worst figure swaps, and they don't ever say nothing at Target. I see it. I say almost every 2 or 3 trips I go to Target, I'll see at least one figure swap that's horrendous.
That's crazy.
They're gonna need to
That's-
use like those tamper free stickers, like when you peel it and it leaves the sticker
the
behind. Like,
residue.
because
Yeah.
if not, I mean, it's gonna happen all the time. And if you're not an inbox collector, you might have a figure on your shelf for 5 fucking years and not know that it's not even in there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to minimally become our own like packaging experts, right? Like, oh nope,
And then too, like,
that's
if you're
double
an inbox
taped.
collector, if you're an inbox collector, you're putting your figures on display on the wall. You're just fucking putting a picture on your wall now.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask Roger about that too when I saw that, because you were doing mint in box G.I. Joe vehicles, right?
Yeah.
So you had G.I. Joe vehicles that you never saw.
Never saw. No.
Like,
Well, a lot of yours were opened though. Like a ton weren't sealed, right? Weren't most of
No,
yours?
I'd say 70% of my vehicles were sealed. I never saw them.
Oh, shit.
They could have been jam packed full of fucking toilet paper for all I knew.
All my vehicles are sealed, and I trust that they're in there. But what I've noticed, released recently, is that tape is actually disintegrated. Like, it's just
Yeah,
old
yeah.
stick 'em.
You can tell the old retro tape. It just fucking crumbles and turns to dust.
Yeah, and there's string in there. It's like
Yeah,
a piece
there's
of
string in
tape
there,
with
yeah.
string, and the strings are left, but the tape has lost all stickum. And then I see all the little bags and parts and stuff that are on the sprues. But
Yeah, at one point I actually started kind of looking inside to make sure that that's what it was.
Like as much as you could pull the flap,
fold it in, and kind of just looking at there's plastic bags in there. I think that's parts.
I just don't see the appeal of of collecting carded figures if it's just a box.
I agree.
Yep.
I absolutely agree.
But G.I. Joe
So-
had wicked box art, though. I mean, that was the art alone.
But this
was
isn't even box art. This is just a picture of the toy, like
Yeah,
like for the Marvel
yeah.
Legends stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Like a G.I. Joe would
It's
totally
gonna-
get the G.I. Joe vehicles, the amount of open cockpits and rockets flying right by people's faces.
Yeah,
It's
right.
awesome.
yeah.
And
But-
places like Amazon, Walmart that are selling online too, they're gonna have so many returns of the wrong figure,
Oh my
Like,
god!
and they're just gonna process credits and returns, not looking at the actual figure inside.
All right. Well, we're entering a new era.
And really, it's just not something I'm interested in buying anymore. But
Yeah.
most of I'm not worried so much about the part swappers. Most of the Marvel Legends I get off Amazon Prime. I'm not worried about somebody swapping it out before I get them if I pre-order. But
Yeah.
and I don't care about QC because most of the shit I buy off Amazon is coming from Amazon anyway, so I don't QC check any of my shit.
yeah.
I think
Well,
so.
Go ahead, Lotus.
Have you guys watched any of those documentaries on? I think they're just like on YouTube about Amazon and how that actually works when you return something.
Nah.
I haven't.
The reason it's really a shame, but it's a loss for the seller. So that stuff it basically just goes back to the Amazon center, and if the price of the good is like, the seller has to basically retrieve that item. So like there was a guy on there that sold, custom decals and stuff like that, and licensed, sports stuff and this and that. And so people would return it, and for him, he would just write everything off as a loss because he would have to pay to have Amazon ship that back to him. So it's really a shame. Like once I watched that, I was like, oh, you know what? I don't really want to return stuff. I kind of feel bad for these sellers. And I'm talking about shipped and sold by Amazon. It's just if you're a seller, you ship it to Amazon and then they will sell it for you, but there's a whole process behind the scenes that, these sellers are losing a ton of money. So that's why you see all these pallets, people on YouTube buying the pallets of return stuff. It's just random stuff that all consumers are constantly returning every single minute of the day. It's just amazing. You should watch one of those documentaries for Amazon returns. It's really kind of sad.
I was going to say,
for Amazon for 15 years, I've returned one thing.
There's a big auction house by me that sells pallets of Lowe's returns, Home Depot returns, and Amazon. They sell blind box and by the pallet. And a lot of the Home Depot stuff, the stuff works because people, they're notorious. They buy a power tool, they use it for the thing they need, the project they need it for.
Yeah, and then
they return it. Then they return it. And Home Depot, they do not care. They just take anything back.
Yeah.
No questions asked, just like Fig Swappers at Target. And literally these things, and you could buy power tools used. I see it's a humongous place by me. I've always been tempted to go there and take a look and see what they got.
Yeah, there's a place here called Black Friday where they start off the week on Friday. It's just tables and tables and tables and tables of things, and they start off on Friday, and it's $5 a thing, and then on Saturday it's $4 a thing, and on Sunday it's $3 a thing. On Monday, it's $2 a thing. Then Tuesday, it's $1 a thing. That kind of thing, and
it is just like that. Yeah.
It is tons of Target returns. Like I bought a fucking pack of boxers that was supposed to be a 6-pack, and it was a 5-pack, and fucking for $1. I'm like, hey, especially for big men's boxers, those are hard to find. So
cheap underwear, a focus.
All right. Transformers brand team hosted a little round table with fan sites here. Good to see whatchamacallit, we're Awesome Toy Blog in here. Matt Guzzi's site, still rocking it. Let's see. So just real quick here, are non-G1 universes considered sublines of Legacy? Legacy's its own line, won't be sublines within it for each universe. So just not different packaging, but I think what they missed there is I'm sure they'll stick Beast Wars stuff in there if it makes sense. Let's see.
Before you move off of Beast Wars, do you guys feel that's successful, or because I just see Beast Wars just kind of sitting there? I don't really see people buying the Beast Wars.
They've moved where I'm at.
Really?
So
there's primals just sitting there.
Yeah, I've seen tons of rat traps and.
If you're talking about the reissues, the reissues. They have moved relatively well where I'm at. There has been a couple stores.
I'm seeing a ton of Tigertrons. I'm seeing a lot of primals just sitting there. A lot of Megatron just sitting there. They're just sitting there. I'm not seeing them move at all. And the only ones they clearanced in my area was the Rat Trap.
Yeah, and I think they clearanced them all in my area, so I don't see them much. Even the Prime and Megatron at a couple stores were down to $25 or something. But yeah, I mean, the Tigertrons and now the Scorponok starting to show up across the stores. Those don't seem to be moving very well.
Yeah.
Those first 4 were core, characters.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know how well the Tigertron or the Scorponok's going to do, but the Legacy one or the Kingdom ones, those seem to move pretty well. Every once in a while, you'll see a black Arachnia hanging around, and then the fossilizers weren't super popular. And I'm like, God, with kids, you think a transforming T-Rex skeleton? You'd think that would be right up a kid's alley. But
that's too much effort for a kid. You got to realize that kids don't want to have that.
They just want to point the screen.
Yeah. You got to read a 5-step instruction to do something. Fuck that.
Let's see. Yellowing on recent figures. I haven't seen or heard anything. Does anybody know what that's in regards to? I don't know what's yellowing. Legacy
like for white figures, white plastic.
I assume, yeah, but I haven't had any experience with it myself.
Yeah.
The Blitzwing turret is going to turn all the way around. That's kind of nice. Let's see. How do you pick which characters you do? So Cybertron Metroplex, which they announced and put on for pre-order. For you want to talk about price hikes? So let's see. The last Titan figure was $169, up from $159, right?
Omega or
no, that would have been the Arc.
Oh, the Arc! I forgot about the Arc. I saw that was discounted on Amazon the other day.
Yeah, they had a good deal on them. But now this is $189. Is that right, or is it $199? Is $189 like the standard MSRP and $199 like the upcharge? But so they were saying, we think it's great. Toys are still designed with kids in mind, so the play pattern and overall coolness of a big construction vehicle was factored into the decision. To me, it doesn't look like a fucking construction vehicle at all. It looks like an amusement park ride. But, I mean, is anybody here getting that?
I don't know what it looks like. So
Yeah, I don't even know what it looks like.
Yeah, here. Well, we'll talk about it in a second, so we'll get back to that. Let's see. How is Legacy doing sales-wise? Pre-order numbers are doing well. Crushing War for Cybertron, so we see that wasn't that popular. Non-G1 characters are also doing better than some G1 characters, which shows demand is still there. Pricing, 10 to 18% increase across the line. Will this continue? Can't say there won't be more reacting to world events. Deluxe will be $24.99 going forward now.
Shane said he ordered Metroplex.
Oh, God. Shane. Just anything Transformers this guy's ordering. Let's see. Siege versus Netflix. Meh. Open box issues with heads removed, crushed boxes from shipping. Most likely not going back to plastic. Closed box is an option. Balance out seeing figure and how important. Kid testing likes the open box. So I have seen the most I've seen is that stupid Baby Yoda with those 5-inch 5 POA Star Wars. I've seen that Baby Yoda stolen more times than I can count. I haven't. Everybody said, everybody's going to steal Ravage out of the box. I haven't seen any empty Ravage boxes. Has anybody seen missing heads or missing figures from these open box stuff? I mean, besides the LeBron James.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've seen pictures of LeBron James all over the internet.
Dude, ours put security spiders. Like, they started producing something that you can put security, it's like a little piece of plastic over his head.
Yeah, more
that
plastic.
Can then put the that you can put the spider. Oh shit. So okay. Let's see. Minosaur compatible with Combiner Wars. Legs, yes, but not 100% sturdy. Arms, no. Goal is to make Minosaur proper best he could be, not Scramble City. Weapons packs are a possibility. New molds for females and Legacy more frequent. Yes, there'll be new molds for females. Metroplex using still gonna have the stupid ports. Delay affecting product. Let's see. Legacy Core not mentioning weaponizer gimmicks. They're still gonna be there. We are going to get a comic with Magnus. It starts a new 5-part miniseries. Can Galaxy upgrade Prime hold Cybertron Metroplex's weapon? I guess he probably did that in a comic or a cartoon. But
So, how do you feel, Cliff, about this whole segment?
What? I'm sorry, I was daydreaming. What?
I was going to say, I think he went out for a smoke. I think he missed most of I was going to say, like, this whole first, like, half of the show is Transformers, Cliff. So
Yeah, when I went
hang
out,
in
don't
there.
worry. When I leave, I plug in YouTube and I still watch live.
So new reaction figures. So we get Snakelings. I don't know if he's like, looks like he's doing a weed destruction duty, and this guy's got a big wrench. And then you get combat engineers for the Joe team. I do not remember. I remember the Snakelings, and I might actually get one of the Snakelings. But do you remember these combat engineers? Are they a comic thing?
They could have been in the background in the cartoons. I mean,
Yeah, there was always like a
there's randoms all.
Yeah, like
I feel like these figures are an insult to me. I feel like they're kicking me in the balls when I look at these.
It's $20 too.
I just feel like they have an agenda against me and they're trying to hurt me somewhere. And they're hurting it's just I don't know, I look at these and I just feel like they're all giving me the finger. Every one of these figures is giving me the middle finger.
they don't have the articulation to give you the finger.
Yeah, they don't even. They couldn't even do that.
Yeah, then they'd be $30 if they had articulation.
Yeah.
These things are a monstrosity.
I think they look pretty. I see them at Target every time I go. I think they look pretty. I have no interest.
Yeah, I've seen tons of them too. Again, at
It
$22.
just sucks because if you look at them, they do have nice sculpts and nice paint, and it's like if they would have just threw an O-ring in those things, they'd be so nice.
Yeah, and I agree. I think the price is a big thing. Like, I don't pay over $15 for any of these, but still, I pay $14.63 or something with the DCBS comic discount. But
Like if these were
Again,
$9.99, I'd probably own the Flint because it's a Funko. It's not a Funko, but it's a Sunbow Flint.
Sunbow Flint, yeah. At 10, I would have twice as many as I do at 15. But all right, new Masterpiece movie Blackout, and again, these Masterpiece movie ones, I always have a hard time because they just look like the regular releases they put out. I know they're engineered a lot better and they have a lot more features and they look cooler.
I don't know. I thought we had a really good representation of Blackout.
I agree.
For the original
I agree.
toy back in 2007 or whatever.
Yeah, that one was good. I liked the newer one they just made. To me, that one got a little bit closer. But yeah, like you say, even the original one of some of these Bay designs are fine. Joey, do you do Masterpiece or anything? Do you do Transformers at all? Oh, looks like he may have stepped away for a second. But yeah, I'm just like, that just looks like every other toy we've gotten of this guy.
Dude, every single Bay Transformer design just looks like a collection of jagged metal. I can't tell who's who.
Sorry, I had to step away.
No, you're good. You're good. I was gonna ask.
No, Masterpiece. I did have a few. I had like the original, like the Optimus Prime, and I had Megatron and Soundwave, but I sold off all those. The only ones I have now are just like ones I buy here and there. But it's not something I actively go towards, just because it's from the outside in, from somebody that doesn't do Transformers like religiously or anything like that. Every time I go to the store and I see Transformers, it's just so fucking confusing. Like there's so many different lines and so many different like classes of figures that it's just like I don't even want to, and I don't even transform them. Like I just keep them in robot mode. I never go to alt mode, so it's just it's not for me.
People assuming this is going to be the Blackout price, at least Target, which is usually has it at the MSRP, so $157.99 there.
Oh, bargain.
All right, and if you really are interested, there's a video from the designer. We won't go through with this, but again, if you like this kind of thing, more studio series from animation model to toy model. And then more ThreeZero. So these are the pricey dudes. So this is ThreeZero is the guy that did the Shattered Glass. Shattered Glass. Oh, you can't see him. He's blocked by the Castle Grayskull. But Shattered Glass, Soundwave. So the deluxe figures look like they are smaller. Yeah. Oh, these are the M Deluxe. Okay, so these are the smaller ones.
See, like that interests me. Like that.
So you dig this
robot mode, yeah.
So you're kind of like in AAA's realm where he wants the best representation of it. And then these are the bigger dudes, right? These are the full-on deluxe, where he's joining with Jetfire.
Yeah, that was a cool. I definitely like that scene where Jetfire, the old dude, he combined with Prime. That was kind of cool.
Sacrifices himself.
Yeah, Spark.
So yeah, I can't really rock it, but here you can get some size comparisons. Does anybody know, I assume this is their Iron Man. I wouldn't imagine they'd put a Hot Toys up there just for scale, but...
Yeah, Hulkbuster, yeah, it's probably theirs, I'm sure.
And then we've got
the Iron Man stuff.
We got the Firefly over here. Oh yeah, because if this Firefly is 12-inch, this Iron Man is definitely not the Hot Toys, but... all right, so there's for high-end collectors, and then this has got to be a kick in the pants for you, Lotus. Well, maybe it's a good thing.
They're smaller ones, right?
Yeah, these are small versions too.
They're still like $800, right? Or no, they're $300.
300. Yeah, but
I think it's cool. I think it's cool that they're going into a different realm, let's say, of collecting, because. Maybe it'll bring people into it. I mean, highly articulated, really nice done figures.
No.
Are people going to spend $300? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think the Ultimetal collector, still wants to have the large, the large scale.
Yeah, that's what's kind of weird, because these are the first ones they've done in this scale, right? Like they've all been at the regular Ultimetal, not the Ultimetal S scale.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's just. I mean, like I said, they stopped with Megatron, and Megatron took like 4 years to come out, and so So I don't know. I don't know if maybe they can't produce. I mean, there's just such a high part count with those Ultimetal figures. It's ridiculous. So
I do like this Matrix. I like that it opens up and you get the full ball inside like that. That's kind of a dope feature. And I assume it's LED is why they're making it look lit up like that.
It's the same thing with the large scale. They just downsized it.
Oh, did they? Oh.
Yeah, it does the same thing. It lights up and it opens up like that. I don't know. Does anybody listen to the RFC? Do you guys listen to Radio Free Cybertron?
No.
No. Those guys, I still listen to it. And those guys, they're always like really dumbfounded that there's who buys statues? Because they talked about these Ultimetal figures. They're like, who buys $1,000 Ultimetal? Who would spend $300? Like, it's just, it's just because they're so arrogant about it, and it's just like, that XV guy. He's just so arrogant, and he's like, I would never, listen. If you're not at a point in your life where you can afford to spend that, that's fine, but don't look down on people who can't afford this stuff. I mean, people are buying, Hot Toys figures every single day, multiples, spending thousands of dollars on statues, so, it's just a shame that they have such a look, they look at that and they kind of look down on people, that, or maybe they just envy people who, who can't afford it. I don't know. But it's just
Lotus.
it
I'll be honest with you. I'm not an elitist or anything like that. But when I saw the pictures of those figures, the first thought going through my head is, who is the person spending $300 on this figure? And I don't think bad of anybody that collects statues or anything. I'm just thinking to myself, like, it doesn't seem to me like it's worth $300. Yeah. So I'm just thinking like $300 for a lot of people is like a car payment. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I know toy collecting is a hobby. It's disposable income, but just to me, I'm thinking, wow, $300 for that.
But I don't think that's his point. His point is why
then people talking bad about it. Yeah,
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's the same thing with statues. They talk about, they're like, who buys? They you know what they always say, guys? They always say, we need to get one of those people on this show. Who are these people that are buying these statues? And they've been saying it for years. I've been listening to them for years. They've been saying it for years. They're like, who's buying these Prime 1 statues? I don't understand.
So they're poking you in the chest when you listen. You should just not listen.
Yeah. No, I agree. And it's like Bobby Skullface he did one podcast back when I used to listen to him about Hasbro people saying, who has the money to buy third party stuff? And he added up like all the Hasbro releases for that year. And again, going off the thing of, okay, they're buying everything Hasbro.
Right.
And it was like $3,000. So there you go. You could buy fucking 15 third-party figures if you would just stop buying 28 fucking Hasbro figures, kind of thing. So
I just don't think other people should look down on you or make jokes about people who can't afford, or or maybe they save up their money and they put their money into a hot toy or a statue or whatever, so it's just I don't know, it's just these people.
No, I agree. They've always been a little arrogant about
very arrogant
if you don't just collect Hasbro, they don't understand.
Exactly.
New Mechanic Toys Prime. So this is getting into that same thing. So 18 centimeters, that's about 7 inches. I thought it said it was going to have some die-cast parts and LED gimmicks. So we can take a look here. So Metal Mechanic, I can't read that other one, and then Mechanic Toys, which is where I do my Legends. So lots of different stuff here, axes, guns, looks like Megatron even.
This is interesting because they're kind of taking a page from Ultimetal, so they're ripping off Ultimetal. They're taking off the shin panel and they're exposing what the robot looks underneath, and that's exactly what Ultimetal started. Is the Ultimetal figures are highly articulated. Every single piston actually moves when you move the knee joint. Those pistons actually function in Ultimetal, and they don't function here, but that's what this company is doing, is they're ripping that off. So
exactly. So super articulated 7-inch figure here. So, and I don't know if they've done a price on this.
That's what she said.
I could have swore it was like $70. So like getting up there with some high end official stuff, but higher end, I shouldn't say high end. 3 3/4, and we can look at some of this too, just if nobody's familiar with them. So these are, and everything they do is resin, Cliff. I know that all the figures I bought was resin.
I only own one. I only own a Cad Bane. They did.
Okay. Yeah, and I know the 7 figures I bought were resin. So this is kind of interesting. I love the Michael Jackson Thriller. But yeah, you got Golden Girls, you got the boys here.
Boys
then
have
they do,
superpowers, even.
yeah.
That
And
Boba
then
Fett
Tommy
figure looks
Two-Tone.
like it's fat. It looks like a guy cosplaying as Boba Fett. The figure don't look right.
Boba Fett.
I agree.
We redesigned it. Wait, look.
As he should have looked originally. So they're saying he looks too skinny in the original one.
Look at how fat the Starlink or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Starlight.
Yeah, that
looks
doesn't
like
look
she-
like her at all.
This guy's
Gave
a chubby
herself a-
chaser, man. Whoever makes these figures, he likes them thick.
Yeah, because I would say Matt Tracker looks pretty thick.
Yeah,
He
he-
looks like he's wearing
Yeah,
a
he does.
spacesuit.
Yeah, he's super fucking jacked.
You know what it looks like? It looks like all these figures have been taking prednisone, and they're all on fucking steroids. So that's why they're all like puffy. They're like, who's that guy who used to do the telethon? Jerry Lewis. They all look like Jerry Lewis sitting on that chair. Tiffany is.
So this is specifically for Cliff for the mask figures. So these will be upsized to 3 3/4. They still have the knee articulation, which I thought was interesting.
Unless they're cut to look like they have knee articulation.
No, I've seen it. At least I thought I saw it. Maybe I saw a picture demonstrating the original figures, but I thought I saw a picture of these with a bent knee.
I don't.
But
see
I know
any-
what you're
Do
saying.
these have like collector friendly like bubbles where you can take them
Nope.
out and put them back in?
No,
Glued to the
no,
card
this
or-
is
Or not.
yeah, and this is I talked about it on the last show or a couple shows ago. Is I had a problem with one of my figures that I ordered from them, and they're like, "Oh, no problem, send it back." They sent me a prepaid label, all that. We'll fix it for you. When they sent it back, they didn't print out a new card and a new bubble. They heat released the old bubble and then stuck it back down. So, yeah, and because they had to do it.
Those,
Go ahead.
I would get those and leave them on card. Yeah, I think they look really nice on the card. I just don't know why you would buy it to open it.
And see, and I'm thinking if I get them, I'm going to just get both of them loose.
Yeah, I'm
just
gonna
to have
get.
that.
If I
have a
get them, I'm
choice.
doing loose with the stands.
Yeah, you can get them
Okay.
loose. You can get them carded. So loose is what, $35 a piece, Cliff? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's 30, 40, and 45, right? 30 for loose.
I think it's 35, 45, and 50.
Okay.
So loose is 35. Them with this little stand for their mask is 45, and then carded is 50. If I remember,
I would just like a
correctly.
bunch of those little stands for my original figures.
I don't understand,
Cool little
guys.
stand.
I don't understand. I mean, Hasbro owns Kenner is Hasbro, right?
Yep.
So why doesn't Hasbro reissue Mask? I don't understand. What's the
I'll tell you,
problem?
because I think most of Kenner's brands are Hasbro inherited. Hasbro really doesn't give a shit.
No,
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Yeah.
It's not like
It'd be
Kenner
hard to
still
make those figures
exists.
now.
Yeah, it's not like
There's
Kenner
no-
still
there's
exists.
nothing out.
so they don't have the
There's
mold.
no-
and stuff?
It's not a mold thing. I think it's just a legacy thing. Hasbro doesn't have the same legacy attachment that maybe if Kenner still existed, they would. It's just an IP they inherited from Kenner when they bought them.
But why? I don't understand. I mean, there's a huge fan base for just Mask. I don't understand why Hasbro doesn't understand that. Like,
Yeah.
Well, they released
it
the Matt
doesn't feel
Tracker in
the-
GI Joe. in
I know,
2020.
I know that you're right. But that, you know, I don't know. I just don't understand these companies. I don't understand who's working for them. You know, this goofy dude that's on video with the girl that doesn't give
Well,
a
it's the
shit.
girl that's in the background making those decisions. She's like, fucking nerds. I don't give a shit.
Well, and I think the big
Printing
thing
money,
here
man.
is you've got to have somebody to champion it. They've got to have enough pool to say, okay, we're going to
do
put
it. So
some.
do it through the Hasbro, whatever HasLab thing. Do a whole line. It'll get funded. It definitely will get funded. And if it
Yeah.
doesn't
Well,
get
even
funded,
if you
then-
did a Thunderhawk, you know, a Thunderhawk with the 3 3/4 Matt Tracker, which you already have the fucking mold for, and charge. What would you pay, Cliff? 3 3/4 Thunderhawk with our boy here.
If it's like a
I think
HasLab,
300.
Yeah, if it was a HasLab, yeah.
I'd probably pay up to $250 if it's a HasLab.
Jesus. Okay, I'm going like 120.
Yeah, I was
something
at- I was
that.
No, a 3 3/4.
Dude, you got to think about it. The Sky
Yeah,
Striker
Star
was
Wars.
$350. Like,
Yeah, fair enough.
Was
No, it
it
was
350?
220.
Oh, Sky
Yeah,
Striker was
no.
250 with after tax.
oh, $250? Okay.
Yeah, it was like 220 retail.
I'm sorry.
And
I thought
that's
the
with
Sky Striker was $350.
yeah, and that's fucking this big. We're talking about a Thunderhawk. That's
Yeah.
this
So
big,
how much was the Sky Striker?
220.
So I would say, yeah, probably 150, 175 tops for a Thunderhawk with Metro. Because keep in mind though, a Thunderhawk, you'd have to have all the mechanisms that would allow it to transform.
Yeah.
It can't just be a fucking car. It's got to be able to press that
Yeah,
button.
it's got to be able to
The
pop into
spoilers
the
got to
set.
pop up. The doors have to pop up.
Yeah.
Like,
KJ Smith, they look good from across the room.
I'm still on the fence if I'm getting these or not. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat these. I mean,
the
that's
pre-order.
why to me it's like it'd be just to have them on card, because if not, I mean, I already have them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Do I
Yeah,
still
but these
have my
are
Matt
this is
Tracker?
expensive, right? These are like $40, right?
Yeah.
$35 a piece.
Yeah, I mean it's
I
It's
haven't
a
decided
niche
yet.
thing. Brinkalizer asking. So these are upscaled from their originals, done by a private company, done by these guys, CFCB Unlimited.
I like how the sticker looks like a Toys R Us price tag. Did you notice the name tag sticker on the figures?
Oh, I didn't.
No, it
see
doesn't. That's based on the original 2-packs. That's what they looked like on the original 2-packs.
Oh, because to me
Yeah,
it looks like
yeah.
Toys R Us font.
It was just a white. It was just a yellow sticker with some red font on it.
Oh, okay.
Which is funny because I have all the adventure packs mint on card, but I do have one 2-pack, and it is the Matt Tracker Miles Mayhem 2-pack. So
Oh,
to
nice.
get a
Oh,
mint
wow.
on card would be a nice companion.
Oh, Cliff,
But-
you have all the figures on card?
No,
Oh,
Of the adventure packs.
the 4
They're
adventure
little-
packs.
Yeah, they're little small, a figure and like a backpack kind of thing.
Yeah, Jungle Tracker Matt Tracker, Coast Patrol Matt Tracker, Venom's Revenge Miles Mayhem, and then Rescue Mission Brusato.
And just to give you an idea about Mask, IDW did put a comic book out, and it got canceled within like I forgot how many issues.
I have the trade on my Comixology.
It didn't do too well.
is that?
Badass.
I was gonna say if that was sealed, and then he just opened it.
He just opened it right here on Open Your Toys Cats.
Hey, Cliff,
shit.
do you have this one?
Which one? That's from the one that blows
Laser.
up, right? Yeah, Laser Mission.
The Laser Command. Yeah.
Yeah,
something like that,
I had Laser Command as a kid. I still have the Miles Mayhem. I do not have the Matt Tracker anymore, or the blowing up car, or the box, or the crate that turned into a jet of some type.
Yeah.
AAA says movie coming.
Bullshit! The movie's been coming for 15 fucking years.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brinkalizer said the last thing he saw was 2018.
Yeah,
but-
F. Gary Gray signed on to do it.
So we want to talk about some price increases. If you're a Ren and Stimpy fan, you can't go wrong with these Ultimates.
I thought you bought these already.
I did buy these. I wanted if anybody, Joey, can you mute yourself if you don't mind? Just if your mic's just picking up everything. So I already got these. I encourage other people to get them because they're absolutely amazing, even if you don't open your toys. But the crazy thing here is these were one of the first Ultimates they put out, and I got mine for $35 a piece. I had to go look it up. So I got these for $35, and they're heavy. They're like some of the, especially the Stimpy is like one of the heaviest Ultimates I've ever felt. And so that's a crazy price increase in 2 years, $35 to $55. But yeah, I love them. So if you're a Ren and Stimpy fan, you can't go wrong with that. Especially compared to your only other options are the reaction figures and some plushes. So, yes, G1 Minitures. So this is another, we are in third party, so this is another, oh, we can see everybody's chat here. So this dude produces miniatures. I don't know if he shows, so these things, God, he shows them in his hands. I want to say these are 3, like the regular, like Seekers are like 3/4 of an inch, and so like these tapes are going to be just above 1/4 of an inch. But this guy makes these. I don't know if he 3D prints them or if they're actually produced out of a mold or what. But he makes these and paints them and sells them. So, and here's the breakdown for him.
There's a guy on eBay that does it too. There's a couple guys that are doing it, but from what I understand, these are all 3D printed and then hand painted.
Hand painted.
Yeah, and they can transform, but you just have to be careful with them. At least the one description said that you can transform them. Just
interesting. These are definitely not transformable.
Okay, these are not transformable. Okay,
yeah. But I mean, pricey as a motherfucker. I mean, again, we're talking about
$200 for holy fuck.
Well, that's the whole set, though.
That's
right?
for 15.
Yeah,
Autobots.
15 Autobots.
It's the whole bunch
whole
of them.
set.
Yeah.
But you forgot, Transformers collectors are loaded with cash, so it's fine. They're all balling.
Yeah.
But I thought these were great. Like, you know, if you had some money, or if you're a Focus collector, you know, fucking, you can get Bruticus and the Combaticons for $110.
And they all transform and combine and click together?
No. These are all just little figurines.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah. They're non-articulated. They don't do anything. They just stand there.
How big do you think that laser beak is?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's just over 1/4 inch.
Like the size of your fingernail,
like
kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Lose that in the carpet, gone.
So I just, if anybody's ever interested, I could turn you on to that guy. More mask. Oh, Jesus, Cliff. We got 2 mask stories.
This one I'm really interested in.
Yeah, me too.
So and then give us a quick recap, Cliff, of what makes this important.
So this is the Shark, driven by Gloria Baker, a character and a vehicle that was on the show season 1. For some reason, never got produced at all in the vintage line. They eventually released the Gloria Baker in the kind of shitty final run of what they called Split Seconds. I think
that was the Lambo she had.
She was in the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So still no representation of the Shark or Gloria Baker, how she appeared since episode 1. Speculation as to did they not have the right to produce a Porsche, whatever. But so this is like the one vehicle that should be made 1/24th scale if they ever did something like this. So I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, and they've said that they're going to try to make it in the same scale. So, going back to the last one, AAA says I'm good with my Jada Nano diecast for $11.99 for 18 figures. And Brinkalizer brings up a good point. $200 for 15 hand-painted miniatures, even smaller than D&D miniatures, but still miniatures is pretty good.
Yeah, I know the guy who makes the transformable, like world's smallest style figures. He's charging about $40 per figure, and he has to 3D print like 25 parts to assemble them. He puts the pins in them, and and then he tests them for transformation and all that. So this is custom crafted stuff. It costs money.
Hell yeah! So yeah, I'll be real interested to see when they get to this. So here's a animation screenshot. So it looks like it flies and it goes in water because it has a little periscope here, or does it just go in water?
I think it was a submarine.
It was just a sub.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was a sub.
Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Now, Joey, you're a mass collector, or at least getting into it. So, are you diehard like Cliff? You gonna spend $150 on a HasLab matte tracker, or this thing? I assume will probably be $100+ easy.
Yeah, I'd buy it. I mean, I spent over 100 on my the Rhino, so might as well buy that one too. Yeah, and they did it. I did like the way the Centurions came out. I don't think the faces came out good, but the actual detail on the figures is really nice. So I'm really interested to see how that looks.
Has anybody seen reviews, or they probably haven't even shipped yet, but I'm curious to see what the 80s commanders, because they talked about all the improvements that they were going to do, so I'm kind of curious if we're going to see a lot of those improvements.
I mean, and this is all or nothing for me. If this isn't 124, I have no interest in a 1/18th shark.
Yeah, I think that would be a horrible idea to try to start a new scale. Okay, come on. Oh, for some reason I clicked 100 times. All right, and then Silverhawks Wave 3. So I'm glad we're getting Mumbo Jumbo here. Hot Wing is interesting. Another one of those relatively racist things you can get away with nowadays, in my opinion.
Hot Wing. What a great name.
All right, who's still in? This is a pretty. The last two waves have had core figures. I guess one. Who's in? Who is doing Silverhawks Ultimates? Anybody? No Rock, no Cliff. Oh God, I'm not Joey.
I got to see them first. I mean, I liked Silverhawks as a kid. I had some of the toys, but I mean, I have to see them because to jump into a whole nother line
at $55 a figure.
Yeah, $55. Yeah, I don't know.
And one of my favorite Silverhawks figures is right there, far right. But no, I've
the Stargazer.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Not even going to cherry pick.
No. I just Silverhawks. I liked them. They were cool, but I had like a handful of them. They weren't really my thing. Like he became that figure that you're looking at right now. He became my Clarence Bodiger to fight my Kenner RoboCop figures.
That's awesome.
So that's really what I used him for. But no, I mean, Silverhawks was just kind of a toy line I had. Never really had the love for it. It never like imprinted on me like Mask did or like G.I. Joe did.
Yeah.
Plus, isn't there is Ramen? Is Ramen doing the toys too?
Yeah, they're going to be. Yeah. They're doing Silverhawks as well. So let's see, Molecular here, and then Hot Wing, which just really looks like the Copper Kid, but in gold. But all right, let's get on to some more Ford franchises. Store Report Mandro Retro Collection. Anybody seen these in the store yet?
No.
Yeah, I saw them at Walmart. I saw them at Walmart this week.
Did you? Did you see the price?
I don't remember. It might have been like 14, I think.
Wow.
I don't remember the exact price. I don't. But the cards were shitty. They were all bent up. All the cards.
Yeah. Because they're fucking paper thin. They're fucking thinner than the receipt.
Looks
I
like
think the only one I would get is Mando or Boba, just because those look coolest. The rest of them, they didn't. Ahsoka looked like shit.
Yeah, I'm all in on them. Looks like this
too.
Target is $9.99, so I'm all in on a carded and then getting openers too. So
they might have been that price. I just don't remember seeing them because they were right next to the vintage collection.
No, yeah.
If anybody needs them, yeah.
Sweet.
I just go openers on these because all my vintage figures are openers, so they would just sit with those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got into that sickness of, okay, I'm going to get every retro collection carded and then get the ones I want to open.
It's that fucking, if they didn't have that fucking sticker, I might get a set.
I know.
Like, that sticker is such a buzzkill for me to keep a mint on card.
I agree.
Can you remove that sticker with like Goopy?
You can with lighter fluid. Toy Poloy did it.
Yeah, I saw. Toy Poloy did a really good job. I tried myself. just doing like slow. You've got to have some kind of solvent because it's not low tack, so you're going to get its sticker residue. So you got to have lighter fluid or Goo Gone, that kind of shit.
And then if you use like Gooby Gone, does that do anything to the lithograph on the card?
Yeah, does it damage the card?
I didn't try because I didn't want to do solvent. Once I figured out that you couldn't get the sticker off just with patience, I didn't. I can't remember if Toy Polloi, if you
lighter
can even
fluid's
see
good
it on
because it
there
evaporates pretty quickly.
so quickly,
Yeah.
so it doesn't soak into the card.
But again, this is fucking like such shit cardboard that I don't trust. I just don't fucking like the cardboard. So I just open it, I take the figure out, and I just get rid of the shitty package. Like it's just such a poor try. It's not even like a.
Yeah, I saw this wave, and then I saw the new vintage collection wave, and all of those were all damaged to the Lobot, Quill, all those.
Yeah.
They were all damaged.
But the Marvel figures have the most robust cards I've ever seen, and they never
Yeah,
existed
exactly,
in the
yeah.
retro. Like,
Fucking weird, right?
yeah.
So,
And they're cheaper.
if you guys want to know how to remove stickers, just use a heat gun, and if you don't have a heat gun, you can use a hair dryer. But just wave the. If you're using a heat gun, just put on low setting, because they're normally 1500 watt heat guns standard, and then just kind of start waving it around in a motion. Don't put the heat directly on. Just wave it. It'll heat up the glue super fast, and then you can just peel it off. There's no residue. So I don't know what these wackos are doing with lighter fluid and stuff. You don't need to use any of that. You can just use heat.
Well, the thing is, with that heat gun, I use that heat gun when I have to do plumbing repairs on my spray truck.
Mhm.
That heat gun is so hot it
You
actually
have to wave
burns
it.
rubber. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
talking about literally. I'm talking about 12 inches.
Oh, yeah,
12
you
inches
probably just
away,
do a
and you're just
little-
waving. You just wave it, and it instantly melts that glue back to the original factory because that's it. So
Wow.
Well, and then the only thing I'd be concerned, at least with these, is
Releasing the bubble.
Glued on bubble. Yeah, is a half an inch away from that sticker. So, but yeah. Let's see. 46 and 2 checked in. He's just checking in, checking out. He's gonna watch it tomorrow. 1:45 where he is, and I did see that Mark Haddock checked in too. It's been about 20 minutes now, so he's gonna watch later. He's getting some rest. He's in the hospital, so send him some good vibes. So
Yeah, shout out to Mark. I talked to him today. I chatted with him a little bit this morning.
nice.
Yeah, I didn't realize what he was going through, so I'm glad to see he's on the mend right now. He's trying to.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers
Yep.
crossed. Transformers stuff showing up. The Cyber Shark. So this is the one thing out of my core Beast Wars stuff that I'm going to pick up just because I love me some sharks, bro. But if you want to talk about things that aren't going to do well, I assume it's going to be these Cyber Shark and these kind of ones that weren't in the cartoon.
Yeah, a bunch of peg ones.
So, Legacy Core is showing up for some people, not me, but this consists of the Iguanus, the Skywarp, and really no picture. Okay, never mind. And Hot Rod. So. And Spike is out as well as this. So the Studio Series Wave 2 core is out. Is that fucking $7.99? Oh no, that's Cyberverse Attack. I was gonna say
They made that a figure, that fucking guy?
Yeah, dude. It's one of my favorites, bro. I love the exosuits.
I think we talked about it a few times already.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just finally out now. So, yeah, we talked about it when it was leaked, when it was revealed, because I love it. Let's see. Transformers Micro Machines are finally found at retail. Besides that one, weird island that showed up that had all of them, but these are hitting more places now. Again, I thought they would be. So here's the Micro Machine for comparison. So this is a pretty big play set, but still $42 for this thing is a little price. Oh, look at this Generation Leader. Oh, speaking of store report, I've got a fun story. So, went to a Target just on a toy run. Saw this huge end cap of Transformers on it, and I was like, "Holy shit! They're clearancing all of that." Guy looking at them like, okay, I give people their space. I'm not that guy to go walk up next to you and start looking right, shoulder to shoulder.
Fuck you!
Yeah. So give the guy his space. Go look at all the toys. Come back. He's still there. I'm like, okay. So I go and look at the collectibles section. That second time I go back, he's doing the scanning thing. Like, he's got his phone taking pictures of all the barcodes. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, really? So he finally leaves. I go over there and I'm like, oh shit, that's why he's doing the barcodes, because they were 70% off. Like, and maybe even a little bit more than that. This one, it looks, 70% off is what it's saying here.
Like Marvel Legends Eternals prices?
Yeah, exactly. So they had cores were $3, deluxes were $6, the leaders were $15. And so as I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh God, I don't need to get into this. I had everything. I bought an extra Soundwave, but he came up as I was looking at him with a cart and practically pushed me out of the way and just started putting every Transformer into this fucking cart. He was buying everything that was on that fucking end cap. I was just like, dude. I mean, unless you have something already set up, like you already sell on eBay constantly, or you already sell, like, these are all figures that everybody has already.
Bro, do you even scalp? I mean,
Yeah, right.
It probably wasn't even eBay. It was probably for Amazon, because he could just ship it all to Amazon.
I was going to say, that's what I was thinking, is maybe he's an Amazon guy. So he's seeing, the leader goes for $50 on there, but yeah. People, what you going to do?
Toys R Us on Friday. And I guess they just came out with that second wave of the Spider-Man series, the remake of the 90s toys.
Yeah.
So they had the Hobgoblin and all that stuff there.
Black Suit Spider-Man,
those guys were
Riley.
gone. But they had the Hobgoblin, and this kid is running up. He had to have been like 11 or 12. He's like, Grandma, look what I have. Look what I have. I want these guys so bad. And she's like, we'll go figure out how much they cost. So he goes up to the scanner. $45 fucking dollars.
Oh my God! For those carded Legends,
for those Legends class figures, I was just like, what? And the grandma's like, yeah, put those back.
Yeah, Jesus.
You better forget about that, eh?
I think I paid $23 here. I found the whole.
Yeah, I think they're 20. They might be $24.99. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I went to GameStop, picked up the Hobgoblin for $32. I mean, better than $45. But
yeah, that sounds more like a Canadian price. That other one seems like a Russian price.
Yeah, right.
Well, remember, it's Canadian Toys R Us. So,
yeah,
yeah.
So you got the
so
Canadian
you get a double
Toys R Us upcharge.
Yeah. This one's a good one.
Does Toys R Us in Canada do what U.S. Canada Toys R Us used to do with the price matching?
I don't think so. No. Because there's always $10 over anywhere else. Like, I don't know how they stay in business selling toys when they're more expensive than Walmart or anywhere else.
I'd pay it if I could just go in there and smell a Toys R Us, man. Oh.
Yeah,
it
that's
stinks
what
like
I would.
BO.
Well, that's when you're in there.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's different. with
Mine
other
smelled like
people.
bike tires.
Yeah.
If you're a Costco member and you like, I don't think you get a bigger picture than this, and you like the Book of Boba Fett's Throne is now $65 with free shipping. So this is originally $100 MSRP on this. for only 732 pieces, which is interesting. But anyways, if you have a Costco around you, it's only $60 in the store. So I have one. I never picked it up, so I'll be going over there in the next few days. Hopefully it's still there. Online, Cell Anime Colors. So Cell, this is the not Unicron that came out at the same time Unicron came out. And they got cease and desists and all kinds of fun things. They shipped the sample figure around with no head. And it's gone up quite a bit in price. I thought it was closer to like $279 when it came out a couple years ago with the Unicron. But if you're interested, this is the anime color version. And Legend stuff, Magic Square Jazz, looking good for you Legends collectors. I'll wait till my Mech Fans Toys does one. Sharkticons, now I did order these, so these look like basically they're using the Hasbro molds and just downsizing them. I don't know why they have water on them. That's kind of an interesting thing. They show them here with a Legends Optimus Prime. So yeah, I'm kind of curious of they say they're only 2.8 inches. Kind of curious if these are basically the Hasbro Legends ones, but again, $40 for 3 of them. I don't really. Oh no! Oh, I didn't realize. I think this is just for fucking one of them. Is that right? Sharkticons. Oh, a set of 3.
Says 3.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe I will wait to see if those are just rehashes, but. Anywho, and then Hearts of Steel, Bumblebee, they're re-releasing. So again, you know, I talk about price hikes. When I bought mine, he was $20, and so now he's $45. They have some interesting color variations here. They've got a cliff jumper, still using the Bumblebee head, unfortunately. And then I don't even know what this is supposed to be. Oh, it's Thomas the Train fucking version. Oh, and they cover up the face so you can't see the Thomas face. That's hilarious. Steve the Train is what they're calling it. All right, I know no one cares about Legends Transformers on this show. So here's the Metroplex. So let's take a look at this. So I have the original of this, and it's pretty true to the original.
It has that big saw thing?
Yeah, it does. Big, huge, like exactly the same, like that size relative to him too. That's kind of interesting that you can break it apart and use it as his hands. But yeah, so this is what they're saying that's going to really get kids to want to buy this $200 figure.
Is it some weird steam shovel thing?
Yeah, because it's a construction vehicle.
Okay.
Doesn't look like anything.
Yeah. I mean, that thing, it looks dope and that kind of shit, but, you know. And he doesn't even come with his, there was a little mini-con that came with the Cybertron thing because that was a big gimmick back then.
Do you know how many skins on Fortnite a kid can buy for $200 compared to buying this or digital currency for whatever game they're playing?
And then have to learn how to transform it? Like, let's be honest here.
Yeah, this quick, simple instructions, only 49 steps to transform this guy.
No fucking kid is doing that.
Oh, God. Yeah, it is. It is all collectordom. But yeah, I mean, this is really, kids going to be like, oh my God, that's what I want to drive when I grow up.
Yeah. Some stupid steam shovel weird thing.
It doesn't even look like a vehicle. Like it just looks like a bunch of blocks.
Can you imagine some kid that he does get that and it's all wrapped in paper and he gets all excited to open it up? He thinks it's like a PlayStation 5.
Right?
He's like Indiana Jones. He's like Indiana Jones with a bag of sand. He's like figuring the box. He's waiting. He's juggling the box, thinking, is it a PlayStation 5, Xbox One? And he's like, it's a fucking Metroplex.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It was the most
a
expensive
steam shovel?
Transformer figure in the store. Oh, thanks.
We've already arrived at the point from Back to the Future 2 with Elijah Wood where he's like, we have to use our hands. Like kids do not care about. Like the toy section never has kids in it anymore. It just does.
Yeah, it's all
little
adults.
girls.
Yeah.
It's all fat dudes in black t-shirts looking at toys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my daughter for Christmas was I was like, so what, we want LOLs, or she already got done with Monster High and all that kind of stuff. LOLs was hanging in there, and then she has the not real American Girl doll, but Target versions of American Girl doll. And she's like, no, I think I'm done with toys. And that's at 9 years old. She's fucking done, dude. She doesn't. So for Christmas, we didn't get her any toy. Well, we got her some stuff for dolls that we had bought on clearance months and months ago. But yeah, there's no more toys. When relatives ask what does she like, it's like you say, Robux. She'd love Robux. Anything that she could use on the Play Store, shit like that. So, let's see here. Let's see. Parents are going to opt to buy a $69.99 brand new video game, and he'll be busy with it for a couple weeks instead. Yeah. I mean, that's true.
And then he'll bring it to GameStop and get $9 trade.
Yeah, $9 for it.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, right?
Yeah.
This thing's worth nothing now.
Zabby Lego. So Zabby is a big retailer out in UK, and I pulled the trigger on the gunship here. So with May the 4th coming up, I want to save some of my stuff. Oh, it's not on, or maybe you need a promo code, but I got this thing. Gunships are a focus, and so I'd never picked this up. So that's on the way to me for $50 off and free shipping from the UK. So excited about that. But if you're interested, they've got the Millennium Falcon for $80 off, so 10% off of that for you. Hogwarts Castle, different Lego stuff here. So
oh my god, nobody noticed what says in the upper corner. Slick deals. I mean, come on.
Yeah, this is my side. I got it.
He's been bringing to this site for like a year. He's been bringing us to this site. I just assumed he was getting a kickback.
This is my favorite deal site, man. I check this site like I check my email. I check it every day. I see if there's some kind of manure sale, or all kinds of weird charging cables, just anything you could think of. They should bundle it with the sandbox. That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's true.
The shitty part is you get one piece of sand in the joint and it's not going to transform correctly anymore. Yeah. So yeah, keep an eye out on Slick Deals /Zavvy for Lego deals. All right, we in for what we got, and we don't have much grab bags, so unless everybody has 1,000 things, this is going to be a relatively short show. Let's see, Rock, you wanna go first?
Yeah, it's kind of ironic. Somebody posted in the group that they had a toy they were going to give away, and they said, just pay shipping. And I literally bought it must be a couple weeks ago. I keep forgetting to post it. I bought all these McDonald's transforming toys. the only one I needed was I think the chicken McNugget box, or the quarter. Yeah, I needed the chicken McNuggets. I got the quarter pounder with cheese. I got all the different ones, and they're fun toys. But I messaged the eBay seller because I bought a lot of like 50 of these figures for $80, and the idea was I'm going to keep the ones I want and then sell the rest. I opened it up, and the first thing I thought was, "Oh my god, this came from a house fire." So I messaged the seller, and I'm like, "Hey, do you smoke maybe, or did your house burn down and then you ship me the figures?" And the guy goes, "I don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, "Bro, they stink like smoke." He's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." So I've had them in a bag with a fabric softener sheet, and it got the smell of smoke out.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm on the lookout for the Chicken McNugget set. And I believe it or not, DCBS finally came through with this. I've been.
Oh, nice.
I ordered this many months ago.
Many moons ago.
It's the American Werewolf in London NECA figure. And,
the Nightmare Demon.
Yeah, and I've sold a couple of key things in my collection lately because I'm kind of feel like Vern. I'm like, I care more about like getting healthy right now and getting rid of some of my items. And I sold my straight arm snake eyes for $1,800.
Oh, wow.
I got rid of that.
And, was it carded, obviously?
It was carded and in really rough shape. Like it would be an AFA 30 maybe. So I got rid of that. And then I sold this figure, which was the Luke Bespin on a 31 back. Yeah. I sold it for $650 because I'm looking at all these toys and the pool costs have gone. The pool started at a $40,000 project. We're at $77 right now.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
So, well, you know, it was everything. The contractor didn't ask me for more money, but just I thought I'd save some money on the masonry. So the pool was $40, the attorney fees, the variances, and all the little town fees were like $3,000 and change. The masonry ended up being $21, and then it's going to be $4,000 for a sprinkler system, and then $3,000 to repair my lawn because of the trucks driving on it. So I'm like, if I can sell, a couple figures and get $2,500, I'm going to do it. So I bought some of these retro figures. That I sold my Boba Fett for $3,500. And I bought the retro Empire Strikes Back figures for like $100 shipped. And I'm like, you know what? I'm at the point where I listed my Leia Hoth for like $900 on eBay. So I'm at the point where I don't even care if I get $800 for Leia and I have this as a replacement. I'm fine. You know what I mean? I spent so much money on this pool right now that I'm just looking where if I can get some money for some of these toys, I'm going to take it right now.
Hell yeah!
And that's all. Well,
let's grab your heat gun. Let's do a on episode.
It's at work.
Experiment. Okay.
It's at work. I'm gonna try. I'm actually gonna try it. I'm gonna try one of the figures I care the least about, and I'm gonna see if it works.
See, do you have an adjustable one? Because I've got one that's like 700 watts, and then it goes up to 1,500 watts or something like that.
All I know is the one I have at work is so powerful that if you put it too close to the hose when you're doing a repair or like a plumbing repair, the hose literally goes on fire.
Melt.
That's how hot it gets.
Yeah, maybe not use that one.
because for plumbing, I'm trying to attach a rubber hose onto a metal or plastic fitting. So that's how you normally connect. You heat up the end of the hose, you put it on,
slap it in, and then clamp it down.
You put your new clamp on it. So I'm definitely gonna try it after work one day.
Hell yeah!
And that's everything I got.
Nice, Cowabunga dude. Walking around Walmart now. Nothing good on shelves. Yeah, Walmarts haven't been good for me.
Yeah, they've been
Targets have been really good lately. All right, Cliffster, you got anything?
Yeah, very very short. Very short haul. Did get my Sunman in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like him quite a bit, actually. He's a really fun figure.
Good.
Like the colors. I think they pop. He's a cool figure.
Does he have
got
the
him.
Wings
I got the wings. They're in the bag. He just when I store him, I don't store him with the wings on because it's just he's so fucking out of control when he's got the wings around his neck. So I got that.
His hot wings.
Nope. You can send your mail to Select Your Favorite.
I got the greatest Star Wars figure that has ever been produced and ever will be produced, Werner Herzog.
Oh yeah,
Right, yeah.
with his
Okay.
ice cream maker.
Got the ice cream maker. Got his little what do you call it? The actual like blinker for the bounty,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little seeker thing.
The little
and then
trapper
some
thing.
Beskar steel.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many kids are going to be pushing us fat neckbeard guys out of the way to get that figure?
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man. I got him though. Werner Herzog. It's my favorite Star Wars figure ever.
Comes with metal, a flip phone, and an ice cream maker.
And a Medicare card.
And then this last one's pretty funny. So I do, as we know, we always joke about Slick's focuses. I do have a Superman focus. So I went out and bought the Fisher Price
Oh yeah, I saw the pictures of that.
because I thought he looked like a Pixar Superman, and I thought
He
he looked cool.
does.
He totally does.
So I bought it.
You know who he looks like is the big buff dude in Heavy Metal 2. Remember? Do you remember that scene where he's on trial?
Dude, I haven't seen Heavy
And he
Metal
gets-
2 since I was like 17.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Rewatch
Looks like-
it. It's good.
Looks like Mr. Incredible ordered from Wish.
Yeah,
right.
but it's cool. I thought it was a cool little thing, and I do like crazy, chunky, out of proportion figures. So he's really neat.
It's a
And
focus.
I have a Superman focus, so there we go. No new
Sweet.
tattoos, nothing. So we're good.
All right. Just in order here, Joey. Are you you got stuff?
I have a lot. But I'll try to go through it as quick as possible. So
And
I was
oh,
on
hold on.
OfferUp the other day.
hold on, real quick, Joey. You've been freezing most of the show.
Can you see me?
Oh yeah,
And
really
it's-
240.
You're just
yeah, 240.
frozen.
Really low
Hold on.
low resolution, like Pornhub in the 90s.
Yeah, and for me,
Um,
I don't know if they're. Oh, now you're moving a little bit, but
Does it look better?
you're moving at least. So when you hold stuff up, just hold it there for a few seconds. Your audio's been fine the whole time.
Yeah.
It's just been
Okay.
the video.
Just low resolution.
So I was on OfferUp and I collect like Michael Jordan memorabilia and stuff like that. This guy had this watch, so I bought it. It was like an old Kmart watch. But when I was there, he asked me if I liked old wrestling stuff, and I do collect old wrestling stuff. And he came out of his house and he brought this, so I picked this up. This is the Hulk
Power
Hogan
grip
Power Square Grip Murder. It was just so weird. I had to pick it up, so I got that.
That's
And
awesome.
then he also had these. They were like, I don't know if you remember, they were like big stickers. So like from old Thrifty, I guess they were from Thrifties back in the day.
Oh,
I don't know if
wow.
you could see them. So it was
Are
Bushwhackers.
you
and
seeing
Legion
them
of
rock
Doom.
and I'm not?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
see the
I don't
Bushwhackers.
ever remember seeing
Yeah.
those.
Oh, yeah. See, okay.
And then-
So go ahead. Your video's frozen for me, but it's working for everybody
I can.
else. So.
Yeah. Okay. Ultimate
Okay.
Warrior.
Interesting.
And then he had these WWF Color Forms.
Oh,
wow.
fucking color
From him.
forms. That's awesome.
Those are pretty rare, I think.
And
I have
then,
never seen those before.
Yeah, and he also had this, which was pretty cool, which was an Ultimate Warrior costume, kid's costume.
Oh, sick!
So I bought that too. It's like a little kid's costume.
Is the hair real?
No, it's like those old plastic with the
Oh,
rubber
okay.
band
Yeah,
on
it's
them.
just okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Ben
like
Cooper kind.
The Ultimate,
Ben Cooper.
Yeah.
It looks like
yeah.
with the what was
They're
it? What's
rubies,
it called?
rubies.
Like, vacuum
Is that-
form mask.
Is that vintage or modern?
So
'Cause
I-
I think they just
No.
remade those a few years ago.
These are 1991.
Oh wow! So you probably get a few bucks for that.
Yeah. So Ultimate Warrior is my favorite wrestler of all time. So, then I got this off eBay because I'm trying to get all these on card. This is the Chuck Norris Karate Commandos.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
nice.
This is the Ninja Serpent. Those unpunched.
All I see is
And
the Ultimate
then-
Warrior mask still, so Joey's completely frozen for me.
For you, yeah.
Frozen.
I tried to bring up YouTube to see if I could see a difference, and it's frozen for me.
Let me
too.
go out and come right back. I'll go out and then you can go to somebody else and I'll come right back in.
Okay. All right, badass.
Mine's easy. I got Mr. Akbar here.
Oh yeah.
It's a trap. And the Hobgoblin.
The Hobgoblin. Yeah, that's cool.
Hobgoblin. Nice.
That's it. I'm waiting for my DDTS order to come in. Should be
Pile of loot or just an order?
pile loot.
Yeah, nice. I got 3 behind me.
And that's it. That's all I got.
Nice. All right. Let me let's go. Lotus, did you get anything?
He just walked away.
I think he did. He did. To his credit, he did say he was going to drop out about 8:15 his
EST.
time. So,
Yeah.
All right.
that
Okay.
better?
Let's see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You're moving around now.
Okay.
All right. Let's put you
Yeah.
on solo.
I actually got this from Slick. This came in. This is the
That
empty
empty
box.
box.
yeah.
The part swapping slick.
It's the Storm Collectibles Golden X skeleton.
Nice.
And then yesterday I went to a local toy store and I did like a big trade-in with the owner there. And I just got a bunch of stuff that I needed that was new. So I got the Super 7 Conan.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That one's really nice. I like it a lot. So that one. Then I got Pumra.
Nice.
See that. And then I got the Linkso, all from the new wave.
Okay.
And then this bad boy, which I'm super impressed with, is the new
Oh,
the
yeah.
living Mumra.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
With the
That's
mama.
yeah, really nice. And then I got the new Legends, the 20th anniversary.
Oh yeah, the new Iron Man.
Yeah, I got the Iron Man, the Cap.
Did you get the Hulk?
Yeah, and I have the Hulk right here. It's heavy too.
Yeah, 40-pound fucking piece of plastic.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like Cliff, I got these from Amazon this week.
Oh.
The Ahsoka.
Nice.
And then
Rosario
the,
Dawson, Ahsoka.
the Tech. And then the Client.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the Death Watch Mando.
Nice. My
Oh,
Death
yeah.
Watch and my Ahsoka will be here tomorrow.
And then the last one was just an import, the Mafex Superman Returns figure.
Hey, I've got a question about Mafex since you brought it back up here. So I bought a Mafex Homecoming Spider-Man Killer deal. I mean, not that it was that it's like the lower end one. So I think retail was like 30, 35 on it.
For Mafex?
Do you know what I'm talking? Yeah. That's what's let me see. Well,
Yeah, dude, Mafex are like $80-$90.
no,
Yeah,
I
this
know.
one-
That's
this one
what
was
I'm
like
saying.
95.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if this was like a different line they put out, but to my point here is I snapped the fucking knee joint on it. So I got it all taken apart to where literally it's just a peg and a hole, essentially. Can you buy replacement parts for them? Like, will people...
Not that I know of. The only import line that I know that has replacement pegs is Rebel Tech.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Tech has those bulbs.
And
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Well,
and they just
But
use
here's-
them across
Where did
the
you
board.
buy it from?
Just a local dude here, and it was fine.
I'm almost cautious that you might have bought a KO figure.
Maybe that's what it was.
Mafex is highly copied. Like
Okay,
a lot of
so-
that might have been what you got, maybe.
I bet that's what it was. I looked it up and I could find them on Amazon for like $35, so I bet that's what it was.
Amazon's rife with knockoff
Yeah.
Are
SH
they?
Figure Arts
Okay.
and Mafex.
Okay, so that's what it was. Okay, so then I just need that little tiny fucking part because it was great. I mean, it had magnets in his hands and his feet and all the webbing,
Yeah.
but I think you're right. I think I bought a KO and
Yeah, just go to Wish and buy
I
some
kind of
CD.
understood at $20 I'm not getting like
Yeah.
a fucking True School import figure. But
And I will say, although I didn't receive it, I ordered something from Walmart.com, and they didn't fucking cancel on me like they usually do. And I'll be getting my Farmhouse Casey and April tomorrow. It's actually in
Oh,
real time.
nice.
Oh,
I have
wow,
tracking.
nice.
And
I've been hunting that. I can't find it anywhere.
yeah, they put it up on the site like last Thursday, last Friday,
Yeah,
last
yeah.
Wednesday.
When I
Oh,
jumped
and
on, it was already gone.
speaking of canceling, the order that I made for Roger got canceled. What happened was my credit card got hacked, and I got a new credit card. I never updated the credit card, and that's why they canceled my order.
oh, you fucking okay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm not getting the was it Outback or the
Yeah.
Bat or whatever was the other figure, the Viper.
Viper.
Yeah.
I got you. The Outback is still available, so I got you an Outback, Roger. But
Sweet.
yeah, and I'll keep an eye out for the Viper and the
Yeah,
Bat.
thank you.
But
Yeah.
I got
I
these
saw
too.
that.
I forgot.
Oh,
I forgot. I
Oh,
got these too.
superstars.
Yeah, I like these. They got the Motu Origins bodies, so these are pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope. I haven't even
Yeah.
seen those in
Yeah.
stores.
Those are at Walmart.
Okay, wrestling people, do you love Young Rock or is it cheesy, corny?
I like the show.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, you have. You know that it's all about like
Yeah.
him in the past, so it has Andre the Giant. It's got Kamala. It's got fucking.
It's historically
George-
inaccurate, but they
Is it okay?
Yeah, because when they say certain people are like, "Hey, Andre the Giant was in Hawaii with the Iron Sheik and Macho Man," these guys all are not in the same territories at the same time.
Oh,
So that's
I
where it's
see. Okay.
historically not accurate, but it's still entertaining. I mean, it's they're taking a liberal take on the truth or whatever, but I still
That's
like it. Like the Iron Sheik guy looks incredible. Like he looks
Yeah,
like
no,
a
he's
shit.
probably one. He's probably one of the best.
Is it like
And
a
now,
comedy?
yeah, it's a
yeah.
sitcom. It's a sitcom about The Rock running for president in 2032. And then what they do is they show him as a 12-year-old kid, a 16-year-old kid, and a 24-year-old kid. And so they basically make it seem like his family were like the masterminds behind wrestling in Hawaii
They were.
forever.
Yeah.
And so his dad was, because I remember Tony Atlas, like I remember him, but I don't remember his dad.
Soul Man
His dad was
Rocky
huge.
Johnson, he was, but he also had a lot of, let's just say, legal issues. He did some, he got a statutory rape conviction, like a 15-year-old.
Wow.
There was a
Okay.
lot of family problems with the father. He, it wasn't all glamorous like they make in the show. But in the show, they
Yeah.
do show a lot of like the father makes like they're doing really well and they're not. He's buying
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's not really glamorous. They
But
live
I mean,
in
his father
apartments
made
and
like he
stuff
was a
like
bigger
that.
deal. Like, hey, I'm going to
Oh.
new territory and I'm going to be the guy on top. And you see, like they're living like in apartments and they don't really are doing too well. But I like the show. But it's funny. The guy who plays the Iron Sheik was on Worst Cooks in America, and he was also Arnold's body double in the last Terminator movie.
Oh, that's
So,
crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What streaming service?
it's Fox, right? So Hulu is where we watch it.
Oh, okay.
It's on one
But
of the major
it's just-
channels, yeah.
It's on just one of the regular network
It's
channels.
kind of weird though because that would have to be produced by WWE, right? 'Cause he's
No.
No, and that's what's weird is they have like Vince on it, and the guy doesn't look anything like Vince.
I think it's the
or
Rock's
anything,
Rock's
but-
production company, $7 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean they
I thought
have.
anything that had to do with The Rock has to go through WWE, right? Like anytime.
I
know for a
think
while,
they
like, when
must
did
have.
movies.
Yeah, I mean, I think they must have buy-off because they have. I mean, they have Ric Flair on there. They got Mean Gene Okerman on there. I mean, they've got all the old school people, and that's what I was curious to see if it was accurate or not. But All right, let me go ahead and put myself on the hot seat. Lotus signed off like he promised to do, so it's nice to have him on
after
here.
you show what you got, I'm gonna be dropping off too.
Okay, well, and after I show what we got,
Pretty much done
we got one picture of Optimus Prime, and we're
Okay.
done.
Yeah.
So.
Another picture of Optimus Prime.
Awesome.
So speaking of clearance, I was on the fence with this guy forever, and I'm like, well, he's not a Focus, but he's also the main bad guy to Stinkor. The first wave of Masterverse was clearancing at my Target for I got this guy for $6.
Oh, wow.
So I couldn't pass up. And he's cool. I like the little leaves on his elbow and his shoulders, and then this big thing. Of course, he can't hold it up. You know, you put it up and it falls down. But for $6,
He's getting up there in age, man. He's,
Yeah.
need some plant Viagra. And then Stegosauruses are a Focus. And so I already have the monster truck Hot Wheels Stegosaurus, but this one is a skeleton, and so I fucking love it. And it's cheap digital printing on it, but I was like, I gotta rock that. And then dude, I finally put together my zombie He-Man, and this is the best set of these yet.
Oh, dude,
Look at that fucking thing. Dude, I love it. The slime pit, this is a little like rubbery slime on them.
Is it
and
in
then
stores yet, or is it still pre-order?
No, I got it from Amazon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, just absolutely awesome. That zombie He-Man is completely see-through, but yeah, the slime pit was just absolutely perfect. What I want to do is take the head off and then actually build a slime pit, because all it would take is a bunch of gray Legos to build the wall behind here. You've got the main part, the skull and the slime and the claw. So,
And we know translucent figures are a Focus.
yes, sir. Yeah.
Really, we're just going to have to start finding out what Slick doesn't focus on. And that's what
That's the hardest part. Like we say, everybody talks about trimming their collection down. I'm like,
There's got to be a
let's
different
see.
word for it though, like right? Because like focus is like you're focusing on one thing.
Yeah. Well, the way I look at it is I buy everything that's in regard to that, you know. So, let's see. Oh, AAA. Walmart's been amazing for him. Wow, he's already found drag strip, sound blaster. I think he just means blaster. Kickback. Wow. Fucking Echo, Monster Truck DeLorean. I still haven't found that Monster Truck DeLorean. The little die-cast ones, the 24 scale, the Batman, Batmobile, Mission Fleet, Bad Batch. So yeah, those legacy, those deluxes are the thing I haven't found. The reason why I went on such a big toy run was they had that $25 off of $100 coupon. So, all right, let's do this real quick. Let me share that screen.
That was
and again,
all you got?
Yeah, dude.
Wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen it that small.
I know. I'm
That's what she
pretty
said.
impressed.
It's an omen. There's a blood moon tonight. We're all
Yeah.
going to die.
Hell is fucking freezing over right now.
All right, let's look at Prime and then Peace. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. So Transformers only thing. So we get Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime, the first like promo picture that we get of this Optimus Prime, and it looks just like the Bumblebee movie. So who knows when we're going to get to see the other guys, but this is kind of interesting. You've got the apes and you've got the rat and the different animals in here. So looks like this is going to be a CD case or a wallet or something. I don't know what the fuck this is.
A CD case.
That's how old I am. Oh, it's a stationary folder based on the new movie.
Something to put your NFTs in.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, rock on, man. We did pretty good. Joey, thank you for coming on, man. We really
Thanks for having
appreciate
me.
it. Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you.
And like I say, anybody else wants to come on, please let us know. It's real easy. Just fucking click a link. Make sure you have a mic and headphones. So, all right. Well, I guess we will see you sooner rather than later.
Or later rather than sooner.
Peace.
Secret.